Hello and welcome to episode 16, which has been a traumatic event. It has been much more successful. The group have worked really tactically well together, and I'm really impressed at how well they've worked as a group in this session. However, they have made some interesting choices in terms of darting around and uncovering things in the room, and it shall be dreadfully interesting as to how we get out of the rather nail-biting cliffhanger that this current episode ends with, as the group are left rather bedraggled by the end of this as they finally enter the Erran Tower. I've dumped you back on this map just in terms of it being a location, as opposed to you being right back to this position you were in last time. Zonk is still currently unconscious. He is stable. He is not dying as a result of Andrus's sort of divine intervention with a stabilize. What do you wish to do next?
Right, Andrus, let's put him down and let's do something about this. He's most unwell. Those gargoyles, hey?
Yes. Very well. Let's see what I can muster up to save.
Then I'll use my field medic skill.
Yep.
And I won't do risky surgery this time. I'll just use field medic. And I'm just looking for which. There it is. Okay, so is it a 15? Oh, my dice.
Yes, a 15.
Right.
Sorry about that. He was scratching around, so
That's
he
all right.
won't be able to get anything in edgeways.
Okay, so here we are.
Also, what slots do I have left for today? Just
17, I got it, by the way.
17, cool. Yep, so that's 2d8. In terms of spells used last time, Luke, you only used Divine Lance and then Stabilize.
Perfect. Okay. So I've got 2 dedicated to healing and 3 spell slot. Oh no, 2 because you said I used 1 Divine Lance. Okay.
Divine Lance is a free spell. It's your cantrip.
Of course it is. Way almost
10 points of healing.
10 points. Zonk is conscious. Once again.
Oh, Zon, good to have you back. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? But you're still looking pretty crappy.
Is this a circus?
Let me assist you with old Jonk here.
I feel like I've been hit over the head by an ornamentary statue or something like that.
Oh, little one, you're so funny. Let's have a look. Can I heal him as well, please?
Yeah. You can't use.
I can't use the skill.
No.
Twice. Can
I? You can use the medicine skill because you just one person can't do it more than once an hour. But it doesn't stop.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can do it on the
it.
same person, but the same person can't do it. Yep.
How much did you heal me?
It was 10 hit points from John.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I'm going to do. I'm going to administer first aid.
Yep. And treat wounds.
So that's
Medicine check.
Where's my dice? Dog, why are you up here? Go give it to your mum. Mum will play. Go on. Go.
Actually, the whole one person can only be.
It is only one
treated
person.
once per hour.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
It is that way around.
I'll use the heal spell on him then.
That's fine.
That'll benefit him probably more, to be honest. So, heal. Oh my god, I didn't need that many dice. That one will do. Okay. I might as well cast the second version, so it's increased by 8.
Yep. Is this as a second level spell or a first level version?
I can do that?
If you took heal as a second level spell, then yes.
I see, you can take the same spell
At a higher level, yep.
I didn't know that.
But you are a cleric, right?
So you
have
can
a healing
substitute.
spot as well, so you get like 3 heals.
Yeah. Oh no,
I
he's
don't
an
see it on
oracle.
my-
He's an oracle.
Ah, he's an
Yeah,
oracle.
I don't-
Okay, okay.
He
I don't
was a
see it as
cleric.
as an option to take for the second level, for level 2.
No. So normally, as an oracle, you're a spontaneous caster. I think you
Yeah.
have like this spell repertoire,
Yep.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
in that case, you have to know a spell at each level to be able to cast it. But you get 1 spell per level that you can cast at any level
Yeah.
you're possible. So you can like take heal
Right.
for the level 1 spells,
But then
and then you
cast
can
a single
cast
time
heal
for level 2.
at second level, at third level.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that would be why then. Okay.
You just have to
So I
prepare
can
it
use
as a
my
second
spell
level.
level 1, but say that it's going to be a level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then cast that
For
from-
heal, yeah.
And that comes from a level 2 spell slot, doesn't it? Of course.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and then you use a level 2 spell slots, right?
Okay. Let's do that then.
Because yeah,
What does that mean?
It means
It's-
2d8 plus
yeah.
16, I think,
Yeah.
second level.
2d8 plus 16 because it's
yeah,
doubled,
each
isn't
time
it?
each time you go up a level, in terms of the spell level, it goes up by 1d8, and then also the 2 action goes up by 8. So third level version is 3d8 plus 24.
24. Okay, got you. I'll try and remember that.
If you roll max, then I'll have full hit points.
Wow,
well, we'll see
no
what we
pressure.
get. Let's try it. Okay, so 2d8 here. Rolled an 8 and a 6, so I mean that's close.
14, 30
I think-
points.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh, I miscalculated. It's full hit points. Either
I
way.
mean, that was only 2 less
I
than
needed-
max anyway.
I
mean,
or
that's
no. How many hit points was it?
30.
30. Oh no! I didn't miscalculate. I still missed 2 hit points, but I'm
Much healthier.
good to go.
I'm actually used one of my 3 spell slots for level 2. Okie dokie.
Yeah. You notice that Zonk appears to be a far redder colour than he normally was. But it appears
Reader!
no, it's all the dried blood. Slowly he's going to turn brown as it decays, but he doesn't seem to be, slowly dying anymore. And he's also no longer wounded, so he's good to go. It is still relatively early in the day. It is literally just after lunchtime, so by the time we've done this, it's sort of coming up to around 1 o'clock.
Right, well, at some point we've got to take another look at that tower. So we might be able to do it when it's dark, stealthily. But we are. I think we've got to take a look round to find another way in. Is anyone good with stonework? Looking at whether there's a secret door or something. Because I don't know about the front.
No, but I've got an idea. How about we get the cannon from the circus, then we put my 4 remaining bombs in them, and just fire it at them.
I love that idea. That is a brilliant idea, but I just think the circus is a bit too far away. It's several days' travel, and I don't think. Well, look at Dinky here, the horse. He's knackered. I don't think Dinky will carry a cannon on his back. Look at him.
No, I think Dinky is a goblin actually.
So,
Muted.
yeah, in terms of returning back, I mean, the circus has begun to pack up, so whether it's begun to make its travel could also be a predicament. Luke, if you either have, because I think you're one of the only ones that didn't, based on what you witnessed, if you want to either make an Arcana or a Nature check to see if there's anything you know about the gargoyles, you can.
Sure. That'd be
And anyone
great. I
else
think
that
my
feels like they want to, because I don't really think anyone did.
well, my nature is +0, and my Arcana is +8, so I'm going to go with that.
Go with that one, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna roll
Second
nature
roll of the
too.
evening. Second roll of the evening is a nice, comfortable 15 +9 +8. Sorry, is 23.
Okay.
I've got a 27 nature from me.
Cool.
Ooh.
So between you and the encounter you just sort of faced, you know that these guys are particularly resistant to physical damage. which was something I think, John, you'd already worked out based on a roll last time. You know that they're weaker against adamantine, which is, unlikely an object that you have currently as a weapon, in terms of it being a precious metal. Other than that, they are inherently evil as a creature. So you know that good energy might be more effective than it would be normally, or they at least have an alignment that you can target in that sense for things like your Divine Lance spell. They are particularly powerful, as you sort of discovered from the fact they put Zonk in the ground within about 2 hits. And they can clearly fly. They also, interestingly, and might be useful to know, have dark vision. They are particularly good at hiding, is their other thing that they're very good at, and mostly basically in terms of hiding to pretend to be a statue.
Right, okay, well, I think avoiding them's our best bet, if you ask me.
Was there like a door, an entrance into the tower from the platform that was open?
It was just a straightforward entrance with a door. It looked like that was the front way in. There was definitely an entrance past them, but well, they'd have chased us and bashed us about until someone answered that door, I think.
Yeah, they were. That was, from what you could see, the main entrance into the tower itself. Yeah.
I mean, we could check for other entrances, or we could try our luck again. This time, hopefully not disturbing these gargoyles.
Oh, okay. I don't think we can sneak past at night, though. That would be the best way to sneak past them. But I reckon they can see a little at that time, and it was a very steep way to get up to them.
But like, they are living creatures, right? Don't they sleep at some point? Do gargoyles sleep? It's the next philosophical question of Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's a philosopher's question indeed, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you can assume as they're living creatures, they're not constructs of any kind, that you could assume that they need to eat, they need to sleep as much as any other living creature.
So you're saying we'll try and catch them when they're on a toilet break?
Something like that, yeah. And we sneak in.
Contact their union.
What do gargoyles eat?
You.
Right, I'd say we approach from entirely the other side, so they can see us, and that gives us some time to look around that side, because they're on the west side, weren't they? They were on the west, so we have approached the east side and take a look around the building. We might be able to find another way in. That's my bet. Just don't approach from the ramp.
Certainly. If those that are more sharp-eyed than the others take point and check these for entrances, we can remain here and see if we can think of something that could help us through this mess.
Oh, I don't think we should split up. I think we all come together and just in case.
Certainly. I prefer a more heads-on approach, but I'm happy to oblige.
Okay, so Denton, we go to the east side of the tower, and I am looking for some sort of stonework or secret door, any access like that.
How much of a berth are you giving the tower itself?
I'm going to approach. I'm going to go at least 200 meters wide of it to get to the east side, assuming that the east side can be reached through this sort of undergrowth that we're in now.
Yeah, there seems to be sort of all the way around the tower. There is sort of life and sort of undergrowth like this. The tower itself, and sort of about 300 foot in 200 to 300 foot in front of it seems to be less covered, as in everything's dead.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll want to sneak across the dead vegetation to the east side of the tower.
Yep.
So if I do that, let's see how well I do. Right, you guys watch my back, watch my six, and if you see me in trouble, then you come and get me, and if you see something coming for me, yeah, you let me know.
Sure.
Right, 21 stealth.
Yep. You seem to approach the tower without any encumbrance from anything else.
Okay, so from the east side, working my way round to the south part, working my way down south all the way to west. I'm going to try and search for any sort of entrance, a secret door, any general way in if it's obvious as well. You know, I don't want to rule that out. First time on this side of the tower.
Yeah. Do a perception for me.
Yeah. It's only 20.
The formation of the side of the tower, and as much as you've seen as you've come round from the side of it, seems to be the same unpatterned natural stone all the way round so far. There doesn't seem to be any indication of an entrance.
Bollocks.
Yeah, fuckity fuckbags. Right.
You get the impression that Harlock would have informed you of other entrances.
I see. I was beginning to think Harlock was a traitor, putting us up against those bloody gargoyles. Right, Harlock.
They probably weren't there before.
They must have been on a toilet break when he last went to the tower. I hear Jimmy over there. He's got a really dippy tummy if he has eggs in the morning for breakfast. It sets him off for the whole day. All right, I
eat eggs.
Do gargoyles eat? That's what gargoyles eat. They eat scrambled eggs.
On toast.
But Jimmy doesn't, because it really gives him a dippy tummy. Right, I'll go back to the group and tell them all about Jimmy and his dippy tummy, and then let them know that it's gargoyles or no goyles.
Yep.
So that's the only way in, is through the gargoyles. So we can just rely on that lance of yours. There's got to be, if we can split them up, then we've got a better chance. But they're not gonna succumb to my arrows. Can you bless these arrows? Can you bless arrows? Are you able to do anything like that? Make them a holy arrow?
I have got I've got bless, but it acts more like a true strike rather than a arrow blessing. What else have I got?
Can we make any weapons holy or anything like that?
No, not unless it's from me personally. I can bless my own weapon. I can't. Well, I don't think it says. I don't think I can do anything for you. Let me just check.
Can you bless a bomb? Of course, that's a question.
Let me have a look.
Holy hand grenade.
Of Antioch.
It says bespell weapon. Your most recent spell. You siphon the residual energy from the last spell you cast into one weapon you're wielding. So
Yeah, no, it's stuck on you, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Unless I hold the bomb and throw it, but then I've got to make a throw check.
They are resistant to physical damage, but not to energy damage, right? So the bomb should work.
Yeah. Yeah, based on the rolls, that they're literally only seem to be resistant to physical, not anything else.
And they are flying creatures?
They are capable of flying, yeah.
Does that mean that they are immune to trip attempts? Or do they have to take an action to fly?
Yeah, they have to take an action to be flying. So if they're on the ground, they can be tripped. If they're currently flying, you can't trip them.
Or maybe grapple. Grapple could be something that I can try as well. Because my weapons won't do much.
Your sneak would. if you can get him
Yeah,
flanking.
good sneak would like counteract maybe the resistance. Yeah, okay. But I won't do much, I think.
No. How many?
I'd like to,
How much sneak damage? Are you still on 1d6, Claudio?
Yes, I think next level I
Yeah,
go to
goes up to 2. Yeah.
I'd like to see a goblin try and grapple a gargoyle.
Well, actually, since this level, I have this skill feat, and it is called Titan Wrestler. So
I like that skill. That skill is brilliant, Titan Wrestler.
mhm.
Reynard had that.
Okay.
Long live Reynard.
So I assume you reapproach the tower again?
Yeah, so we'll go to the front. We got a pen then to get these two.
Bomb damage, holy damage, and disable as much as we can.
Right, okay. Do I remember, were they claws last time, or did they have a weapon?
They seem to claw and bite.
Claws and bites. Okay. So we need a dentist and a
Candlestick maker.
And some clippers.
Give him a
Nail
haircut.
clippers.
okay.
Anyone
So
got a chisel? Hammer and chisel.
Yeah, and I think it's best if we just try to pile up on one. Take one out, then the other.
I'd agree.
I agree.
Seems the best way to sort of approach it on this one, yeah.
Okay,
So who's-
get us there, magician.
Who's gonna tank?
Shield out. Hammer out.
That guy. That's who's tanking.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. And I think I've got something as well that I can just add just before we jump at these things. 2 seconds.
I've only got 4 bombs.
Right, we'll make them all count.
Yeah.
And if they do damage in an area, remember to throw them whilst none of us are there.
As long as you don't run into them. Or I don't throw backwards.
That seems the best way.
Okay. So here we go. So as I draw my hammer, I'm like, for the God Claw! And it glows with a divine light. And I've just used my domain power, which is Weapon Surge.
Nice.
So the weapon I'm holding means I get a +1 to attack rolls, and it deals an additional die of its damage.
Oh, plus
Nice.
1 striking, nice.
It says if this weapon has a striking room, it instead increases the number of dice from the striking room by 1 to a maximum of 3 extra weapon dice. Cool. That's a warhammer, isn't it? So that's
Should we
D8.
do-
So that's 2D8.
Should we do a kind of like artillery first, and then you charge in with your hammer?
This does sound good, yeah.
Yeah.
Your only issue will be the range on your bomb, Zeke, is 20 feet, as I don't think you've got the range increase one.
Yeah.
Well, you can probably place it so that its damage radius doesn't hit us.
Yes, you
So
can
like
do.
it's-
You can do it so your bombs don't do splash.
yeah.
I could do that demolition charge one.
You know your character better than us, so you are in control. You're in the hot seat when it comes to bombs. Dynamiter!
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we were to use the demolition charge, you'd have to kind of like kite them down.
It's not a bad idea.
I see. Well, you're the demolition expert here. If you wish to throw, then by all means throw.
You could, you could try and lay it on the ramp, but remember they might fly over it and never trigger it because they're flying creatures. So I think I'd avoid that demolition because we saw them flying last time. They might not go anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Right then, magician, get us there.
So yep, you walk all the way there. You pretend to have teleported. Magic.
Just making sounds the entire time.
So I've placed you on the same side of the tower as you were last time, where the path leads upwards. There is a gargoyle, the one that was undamaged by you, that you can see from your current point. They appear to be just staring outwards like statues once again.
I'm still on the
Chris-
forest.
Oh, I
page.
haven't moved you. Sorry,
I was like, is this
because
me?
I was setting things back up.
It happens to me all the time
Oh,
as a DM in World 20.
You're like, I'm on this page, and you're not. So
Yeah.
now you should hopefully be on that page, and should find yourselves organised randomly as a 4. Obviously, you can move yourselves to be as and where you wish.
Was there a specific range that they kind of like activated?
As you stood at the top of the sort of platform, they seemed to attack. Once they started attacking, though, they seemed to lose interest when you sort of left.
And this was a ramp.
Yes.
And like we could hide here, like if we say against a wall.
Yeah. You're not too sure if they were aware of you or not, and just waiting for you to be at the top. It does require.
Sneak
Yep. So
until there.
that's cool. We'll need a sneak and a acrobatics as you try and walk up the slope.
Oh no,
Or
it's
stealth.
still,
Sorry.
stealth. 20
Yeah.
and acrobatics. We need an acrobatics as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, athletics. Sorry, not acrobatics.
22.
Athletics 21.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, stealth 22, athletics 23.
Okay. So you're going back to fight them on the same ground as you fought them before.
Got a natural 20 on stealth.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. I think that dais was pretty good.
And a 1 on athletics.
Okay, so you attempt go up, but you slide back down.
7.
I'm gonna try and catch up with them as well.
Nothing happens as a result, so you just need to attempt that again, Zeke.
Okay. Shall I
I'm
do
going to
it?
attempt to do it as well as quietly as possible.
Yep.
So stealth first of all is
Clank, clank, clank,
15,
clank.
and then acrobatics is 10. Oh no!
Athletics, not acrobatics. I misspoke. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, that does. Mine's +9, so instead of +2, so add 7 to that.
So
Seven as
yeah,
well.
so you're fine.
got
So you're making your way.
Plus the 5, I think.
Sorry, Zeke, I think I was talking over you then.
Oh, I got 15 on the dice, and I've got
So you're
plus
fine.
5.
Okay, so obviously you're free to move on the ramp at the moment. We're not in any form of initiative at the moment. So obviously, if we just sort of let me know what we're intending to do, just to make sure we don't end up in.
Yeah, I'll still try to. So I want us to have the first bomb go off on the nearest gargoyle. So so when you get within range of the nearest gargoyle, I want you to drop a bomb on him. One that will not do any splash damage to us, and then Andrus will take it from there. So Takeo, over to you. The first shot is yours.
Can I
I'll use the bomb as a sound to
signal.
go and initiate, and then I'll run to the other
Okay.
side of this gargoyle.
So, as that's your plan, do you want to put yourselves where you want to be stood? You remember from last time, standing up onto the dais, the main platform, sort of triggered the gargoyles to act.
I've got
Takeo, you move yourself within 20 feet.
I've got a smoke bomb. Should we just try and like sneak past them? or would they night vision through that?
The dark vision won't help them through smoke, but all that it doesn't obscure you completely. They would still be able to see your movement of shapes.
Okay.
Does it give a mischance?
It does to anyone involved, so it would give them and you a mischance.
And what range is it?
I
Out of curiosity.
imagine it's sort of a 20-foot radius, maybe. I'd have to check. Oh,
Maybe
10-foot
save this.
radius, so 20-foot diameter. I knew there'd be a 20 involved somewhere.
Okay. Maybe save that for any future battles that we might have within this vicinity.
Okay. Can I throw it from here?
Yeah, you can throw it straight up onto it. It will get a slight bonus to AC as you're sort of throwing, because where you are currently, you're 20 foot. Literally, you'll be able to touch it. You're 20 foot down. At this point here, you're sort of on a slope about 5 foot downwards. So from here to here, where Andrus is only a 5 foot increase.
Okay, I'll go there then.
Yep. Are Zonk and Bruce happy with their current location?
Yeah, I'm going to hide until the action erupts, and then
That's
I'm
fine.
going to act.
In terms of weapons, other than obviously Takia having a bomb in hand, Andrus has his warhammer out. Are Bruce and Zonk equipped in any way?
Rapier and sickle.
Cool.
I've got my whip and my magical crossbow.
Cool.
My magical crossbow, is that a two-hander or is that one-hander?
It'd be two-handed for the crossbow.
Yeah, so I've got my whip.
Just the whip.
Whip and yeah, because I've got razor sharp claws
Okay,
available
cool.
on my other hand. So
That's fine.
And finally, just before we go,
That's fine.
sorry, I'm going to just tap Zonk on the shoulder and cast Bless on him.
Cool.
It's a +1
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah, +1.
Nice.
I'm now expecting the bomb to just like doink off the gargoyle and hit them.
Just don't roll a natural one. So that lasts for effectively a minute. So it'll have used. You'll have 9 rounds left by the time you sort of move back, move forward to do that. So the start of combat will have 9 rounds left on it. Okay, so Zeke, do you want to make an attack roll for me, please?
Got a 10 on the dice.
Okay, what's the total?
Is that the number in the arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, +9, so that's 19.
Okay, so because technically they're flat-footed, as they haven't acted in a combat, that hit.
That's good.
brilliant. Yes. Holy
Technically.
hand grenade.
So can you roll damage for me, please, on that one?
3 on the dice.
3 on the dice, plus your. It adds intelligence to this. I can't remember for bombs. I was literally running a game where we had an alchemist for first edition, so I had all of it in my head, and then it's. So I think it's 2 because you're still on the first level one. Is alchemist fire lesser, isn't it, currently?
Possibly.
So 1d8, 1 persistent fire, and 1 splash. So 3 points of damage. That does go straight through. There's no resistance to that. So they have the persistent fire, which I need to remember, and do remind me, Zeke, on their turn, as I will forget. So can we then roll initiative, please, as that
Do
has...
they react?
The one closest sort of wakes up and just stares down at Takeo, as sort of they have weirdly stayed in their statuesque form. They don't seem to be particularly intelligent in terms of being able to deal, strategizing. They're basically brute force. So yeah, they've just sort of woken up, shrugged off this statuesque stone-like form, and just the one closest has turned to face Takeo. Do.
I got 10 in total.
10 into. Oh dear. Well, it's better than last time. It's an improvement of 2.
Do I use my stealth roll of earlier, or
Yeah,
do I roll
you
again?
can use the stealth roll from earlier
Yeah, 20.
because you were still hiding. Andrus, what's your perception bonus? Or I'll just look it up because I have it here. So you have
Sorry,
a plus
that
6.
wasn't me, was it?
No. So Zonk is going to go first. Just his stealth modifier is definitely going to be higher than 6. Okay, so first up we have the gargoyle that is closest. That is just going to look straight towards Andrus and sort of feel your emanation of good, and is going to straight away attack. Dun, dun, dun. We even use the Ascension Curse dice. So he just literally leans down to bite you. With a 15 will miss. He's then going to take 2 claw strikes against you. The first one is a 27, so that will hit. And the second one is an 18, so that will miss. So damage from that is a whopping 10 points of damage. Straight into you. We then have the other gargoyle who's going to literally fly straight over, and it would come to the nearest threat, so it's going to come straight for you there.
Did the gargoyle get any fire damage in that point, or is that
the other one? Sorry, yes. So it will take a point of fire and it will fail, so it's still taking that point of persistent damage. Thank you. I did say keep me honest. So the first claw bite attack, or the jaw attack, is a 25 to hit Andrus, dealing 13 points of damage to Andrus.
Yep, that'll hit me.
And then
How much was that? 13.
13. The claw will miss with a 12. We then have Bruce.
Okay, 24 hit points left.
Just to point out, the one that came down in front of Andrus, neither of them are flying at this point. He landed.
Okay, so I'm going to get within 10 feet
Yep.
of one of these. I'm going to. Oh, come on. I'm going to hunt. Does hunt prey affect an attack roll? It doesn't, does it? It
No.
just says perception. No.
It's
Okay,
perception and survival.
Yeah, I'm going to try to trip this one here.
Yep. Go for
So
it.
trip that one.
So it's an athletics check.
Athletics check. Skills. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So lucky. Ooh, 22 athletics.
It's a good thing it's
Good go,
against
Sam.
athletics and not reflex. That one is down.
He's tripped.
He is
that one on the left
prone
is tripped.
and pissed.
Yes. Tripped and annoyed.
He's got a mechanical error. There we go. We'll give him a little wrench.
Very
So-
good. Right, Takeo, you can. He'll be easier to hit with your bombs. That one.
You've still
but you
got
can
one
probably get-
remaining action.
Yeah. I think. That I let me just double check. I'm not missing an ability that I should be enacting, but otherwise, I think that's me. No, that's me done. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. After that, we then have Zonk.
I'm going to walk over and stab with my rapier. He was tripped, right?
The
Yeah,
one
he's
on the
tripped.
left is prone, yes.
Yes. So that means he's flat-footed, right?
It does indeed.
Nice. As an 18, 29.
Yes, and that will critically succeed because he is prone.
Nice.
So this is where a
Nice.
bit of tactics and working together. Yay!
So I've noticed as well. I've never remembered that the rapier has a trait that's called Deadly D10. So if I crit with my rapier, I do an additional D10 damage.
Yes. Is
I
it
always
fatal
forgot
or
that.
the deadly? It's one of the two. So it's
that's
double
huge.
damage. You do have an option here as well, Claudio, because it's piercing, I assume, on the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
So you can literally pin it to the ground, but you'd have to drop the weapon to do that. They'd have to then do a DC 20 athletics check to free themselves.
Oh. I think I'm going to do that just for awesomeness.
Just for the epic. That's cool. Because
Yes.
at least you have the dagger backup.
But I don't do damage then, or that. I
No,
still do
you
damage?
still do damage. So literally, you stab through its foot, leg, whatever you want to pin it to the ground. Its arm even. Mechanically won't change anything, but just looks cool. And then you'll still do damage. I mean, you are literally stabbing through its leg. It's gonna hurt it. So yeah. So roll
Okay.
double plus stealth plus the extra D10.
Okay, so that's going to be 7, 16, 20, 21.
Nice. So
Points of
again,
damage.
you full well know that not all of that goes through, but you know a vast majority of that does go through and deal damage. So there's a nice 16 points of damage. I'll let you know goes through against that one, which is
And
still on fire, pinned to the ground and tripped. So life is going well for him. You still have one remaining action.
Yeah, I was going to back off, but I'm just going to follow up with a dagger.
Cool.
Um,
While it's pinned to the ground.
yes, that's going to be plus 7, 19.
Because he is prone and pinned to the ground, that will hit.
Nice. So that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Nice. So yeah, the sneak attack is definitely helping you here. Okay, after Zonk, we then have Andrus, who is sort of reeling from being wailed upon by two gargoyles. However, his friends turning up to help has sort of at least evened the odds slightly.
Oh, reeling is an understatement. Right. Okay, let's have a look and see what we're going to do here.
Luke is currently considering what his fourth character will be.
Yeah, it feels like that a little bit. Not gonna lie. So I'm already in combat range. So here's what I'm thinking. I cast a 2-action heal on myself, and then using that power, I can then conjure that into my weapon, and then just as my last action, hit something with it.
That's a weird one in terms of the damage. What's the bit ability called for your weapon?
It's called. Yeah, it's called. Is it Weapon Surge? No, it's not Weapon Surge, is it? It's Spell Weapon.
The spell weapon, yeah.
Yeah, the Spell Weapon. I don't know where it's gone now.
It's all right, I'll
It
get
was
it.
on the list. I'll look in the build.
And if you cast a healing spell first, then you can do 1d6 additional necromantic damage.
Yes,
Yes.
because that's the type. Yeah. I just
Until the
wanted
end
to
of your
check.
turn.
Yeah.
Necromancy. Or
So you can even choose to do the 1-action heal and then strike twice, and you would get the extra damage twice.
You'd get 2 extra d6, which is pretty
But
nice.
that's
That
only on
doesn't
one
get
though. It's only
until
got
the
one
end
hit.
of your turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. But I am pretty damaged, so I think I need to heal myself first. So I think a two hit spell would probably be more
That's
beneficial
fine.
here, and just get the 1 hit off. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think.
Yeah.
So the 1d8 plus 8 to give myself a little bit more healing back.
The fact that's free is insane.
I rolled an 8, so that's pretty
yep,
fucking solid.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'll just quickly do that, and then I'm gonna work out how to hit this thing. So
Hard.
There we go. Done that.
Which one are you targeting? The one on the ground or the one standing?
The one that's most weakest, because then
Okay.
there's less claws and teeth to hit us with.
Yep, that's the
the
one on the ground.
next
The other
person.
one is pretty healthy currently.
Sure. So I normally have a +10 to hit, but I get a +1 because I zealotized myself.
Yep.
So that's going to be 2d8 + 3, but also 1d6 worth of necromancy damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, I got a roll to hit first. So +11. I rolled a 16, so that's 27 in total.
Yep, that will hit.
Cool. And then that's 2d8 plus
1
1d6
second.
plus 3.
Do the d6 separately.
Yep.
Oh no, you
Yep.
can do it all together. I just want to double check.
Anything that I can help you with?
No, well, I'm just seeing if it counts as a magic weapon. So you gain a +1 status bonus to the attack roll, and the attack roll deals an additional. Because it fills with divine energy, but it doesn't make
Yeah,
it
so-
magic.
So the physical damage of the weapon itself will
Yeah.
still be
Physical
beholden
damage.
to
Yeah.
the resistance, but the necromantic damage
Isn't.
comes through in
Yeah.
full.
So that's fine. You can roll it all
Yeah,
as one.
zero
I was
doesn't
just
say
double
it's-
checking because
yeah.
of the wording of the spell, just making sure there wasn't anything that it made it even more bonkers.
That would be good. Okay, cool. Here we go. Well, not great. 4 and 3, so 7 on the damage from the weapon,
Yep.
5 from the d6,
And then your
which
strength.
was necromantic, and +3.
Okay. So what's the total?
So that was 15 in total.
15. Cool. So 10 goes through. 1 second. 26, 30. Yeah, it's dead.
Nice.
That one
So
just.
you just see this crackling of a mixture of holy and necromantic energies, like these blackened and white swirls on the weapon on my warhammer as it comes crashing down.
Nice.
By the god claw!
And what were the numbers again there? How much damage did you deal? That was-
15 in total.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was. But does that mean? We'll
low
talk
rolls,
about it
yeah.
afterwards. But what does that mean for your character? Dabbling in the necromancy.
He's all about using magic as a law system. So he'll destroy anyone who's misusing magic,
Mm.
using magic himself. He's like the
Okay.
magic police.
Yeah. He's basically playing a.
Hypocrite.
Yeah.
No, I was
basically,
thinking
yeah.
basically playing an inquisitor as an oracle.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's like a magical inquisitor.
So
He shuts down
yeah.
other magic users
That's
using
fine.
his own superiority. and
It's
hypocrisy.
yeah. You might have got confused, Luke, because it's the weapon surge is the one that you can only use only on the next attack.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
yeah, cool. So you've destroyed that beast, and that is the end of your turn. There is sort of just a rapier sticking out of a corpse now. After that, we then have Takeo, and there is the one final remaining gargoyle in front of you.
Well, those things are a lot of health. I just kind of worked it out in my head, and that's
It's the 5 resistance that adds up pretty quickly, because for every 10 damage, you're only doing 5. So if you only do physical attacks, they technically have 80 hit points on that basis.
yeah. I'm gonna prepare my next bomb.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna say to everyone, just gonna clear back. 'cause
Okay.
It's,
Yeah. So you're going to do it without the splash damage, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, roll a attack. So it's +9 to this.
That's 15 in total.
The bomb unfortunately goes a bit errant and goes off target.
Or how much by? Because that's not a critical miss, so it's not
No.
wild.
It's
Is
not
that
what.
how it works? It kind of do you roll like a Games Workshop arrow and a d6?
That would be very cool. But
You know, like a Blood Bowl.
I'm just double checking. No, it's just you make an attack roll. There's no other sort of, unless of course you critically miss, then yes, it can go very, very, very wrong. But if it fails, all creatures within 5 feet of the target take the listed splash damage. But as he's done it as a non-splash, then it doesn't do any splash. So that's what happens if you fail. If an attack with a splash weapon fails, all see, the way it reads is that actually everyone will take the splash damage, even as you miss. So, what is the splash damage? That's the main question there. So Zonk, the creature. I mean, if you miss, you at least do damage, which is a bonus. So Zonk, the creature, and Andrus, you all take 1 splash fire damage. So you've at least hurt it by 1. Okay, you still have 2 actions remaining.
Because it's on fire, does it still take another bit of fire on this turn as well?
That was the one that was, brutally massacred by the collective might of the 4 of you. That one's already very dead.
Can I try one more?
This will be your final bomb, I believe.
No, I've got one more.
Oh, you got one more. So
afterwards.
this will obviously be a +4 in total.
Oh god. I got a 3 on the dice.
So that will be a critical fail, unfortunately. Rut roll. So let's just double check what happens when we critically fail with a bomb, and we'll draw the card as well in a second. Because it's not good. Yeah.
Sorry.
So on a critical fail,
you can also-
okay. Oh no, on a critical failure, it just does nothing. So you're actually better off with that.
Really? That's
Yeah.
crazy that it just doesn't go off.
However,
Total party kill.
your attack ricochets and you are and hits. Basically, you managed to throw your bomb and it bounced off something of the gargoyle. And as it came back past you, one of the sort of sparks from the fuse flicks out and lands in your eye, blinding you until your next turn.
Okay. At least I can't do any more damage now.
At least you can't try and kill anyone else in the team.
Just throw it random.
just drop kick it and hope for the best. You have one more action. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're blind?
Can I move backwards slightly? To the side there?
Yep. I'd love to make a roll for that. How far do you move? Because you forget where you were and you just walk off the edge. But I'm not that mean. So after that, we have the gargoyle, who is a bit pissed off. It's seen its friend killed.
Oh,
George, he's known for 20 years. They've been on the job. George was close to retirement. So it's like
George's wife Lizzie. She used to make the best
Yeah.
pot roasts. She was a great girl, Lizzie.
we just cut to the scene from Austin Powers, where it's the wife at home, wondering how George the gargoyle's getting on as she makes sort of some kind of weird human stew concoction. But yeah, so I'm going to roll a d6 just to see who he attacks. He is coming for Andrus again. With a bite with a 30. Will critically hit, I assume. Oh no, you're 21, so no,
you shouldn't
just
do.
off. Just off.
I've got
Off
my
by
shield up as
1.
well.
Yeah. Whew. That's good. So it's not 48 plus 6. So that is 10 points of damage. Who does he attack? Oh, going for Zonk with the claw with a 23. I assume a 23 hits Zonk. Cool. So that is 9 points of slashing damage against Zonk. And then final claw will come in against Andrus again with a 20. So we'll miss by 1. He gets away with it. After
that was
that,
9 damage, right?
9 damage, yeah. And then we have Bruce.
Okay, so to try and trip from here would be really difficult with people around me, wouldn't it?
It will give him a +1, but nothing major.
Okay, no, I'm going to move in and trip. I'll move to here and trip.
Yep.
So I will put on Hunter's Aim. So I will Hunter's Aim. Your attack becomes more accurate. It's a ranged attack. So
Yeah, can't do it with that
it's
one.
It's not a whip. Okay. Hadn't seen that. Okay, so let's see what we get with this trip action.
Yep.
So here we are. Oh, 26.
He's down again.
Down, motherfucker. Okay.
It's going much better than last time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. 26 is down. I don't think I can hurt him at all with anything I have. So, can you use two actions to prepare an action?
You can
Or do
ready
you
an
have to-
action, yes.
Could I ready to trip him if he stands up? With
Yeah.
my remaining two actions?
Yeah, you
Do I
can,
have
yeah.
a penalty with that if he does?
As it's part of the same round, you would do, yes.
I would, yeah. Okay, so until my next round, if I see him try to get up,
Yep.
then I will ready that trip, and those are my two actions.
That's fine. I'll be impressed if he's still alive. Zonk.
Oh, he's down.
He's prone again. Your rapier is is still stuck into the individual in front of you.
Mm-hmm. So first action is I'm going to take my rapier and slide it out of the gargoyle again.
Yeah.
And then
Can
I'm
I
going
have
to
an
try to-
athletics check, please? As you have to
Oh, yeah.
literally pull it out.
Athletics. 21.
Yep. Literally just beat the DC, so you are fine.
Nice. And then I'm going to try to pin this one again by stabbing it.
Yep.
And hoping that the same
Hope to
thing
get
happens.
the same critical card, yeah.
I rolled a 12, so that's 23 to hit,
It is a hit.
but not a critical hit.
Sadly not, no.
It's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Cool. Again, not all goes through, but he does feel it.
And I'm going to stand over here with my
Cool.
last action.
That's fine. Okay. After that, we then have Andrus.
Here we go. Okay, we're not quite flanking. I'm just going to do an all-out attack on this fella.
Seems fair.
I'm pretty bashed up, but I'm hoping I'll bash him up first.
Yep.
So, why is it shut on me? There we go. I don't get any bonuses anymore because they've all switched off. Okay.
I mean, if you have any more focus points, you can use another focus point to do that same ability again as a
I've only
single
got
action.
one left, so I think
Okay.
I'm going to save
That's
it
fine.
in case there's further encounters.
Nah,
Little bit
none of
left
those
there,
in here.
little bit.
None of those. This is it.
Yeah, all right. So plus 10 on the first roll. I rolled 13, so 23 in total.
That'll hit.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so 1d8 plus 3. Rolled a 4, so 7 damage for the first hit.
You noticed very little of that seems to strike the creature.
Sure.
Might I
and then
recommend your
second
Divine Lance would be way more effective at this point.
Oh yeah, good. Actually, that's a good point. I do have cantrips. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Sorry, we should have told you. It worked last time. We saw your Divine Lance do a lot of damage last time.
Oh no, you did actually mention about using holy as well. So it's just me being I just want
Forgetful.
to swing my mace. Okay, and on my second attack, I'm just going to Divine Lance him.
Cool.
And that uses so it's 1d4 plus my ability, isn't it? My modifier. So
You need to roll, to hit.
spell attack. So plus 9. 20 plus 9, 29 in total.
Okay. Is that with the minus off of it being your second attack?
It's just do you do that with spell attacks as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has the attack
Okay.
trait.
It's
So
not
it
with
still
the
hits.
minus.
It still hits.
29 minus.
So
whatever.
-5,
Yeah.
so it'd be 24. Sadly, if that had been your first go around, that would have been a crit. But it's still 2d4 plus 3.
2d4. There they are. Plus 3. So we've got a double 1 snake eyes plus 3, so 5 in total.
Cool. All of that does go through. If that had been obviously your weapon damage, that would have done nothing. So swings and roundabouts. Okay. After that, we then have Takeo. You are no longer blind. You can see.
Oh, I've only got one more bomb left, so.
So you got to use it then. Throw that bomb. Bomb him.
I'll move back here and I'll try one more at a time.
Okie dokie.
I'm sorry. $11 on the dice.
Okay. Just going to double check. Because there is a bonus against range.
He's prone as well, isn't he? So
yeah.
That's in our favour.
So unfortunately, as a result, that will miss. Which
really?
means, yeah, it gives you a +4 bonus when you're ranged against right, +4 bonus to AC, but you remain flat-footed. What was your total? What was your dice roll? Sorry.
11.
11, so 20. So unfortunately, it will still miss. Weird, it gives it a +4 circumstance bonus, but you still remain flat-footed. So might as well just say a +2, and you're not flat-footed for ranged attacks. They do. Bruce, Andrus, and the gargoyle will take 1 fire splash damage. However, is there anything else you wish to do? You've got 2 actions left.
Is that on top of the other one? I also gave them.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I might pull out my Tengu blade.
Okie doke. After that, we are back round to the gargoyle, who is going to stand up and trigger Bruce.
So this attack is at only a +5.
Yep.
No, it's agile, so it's +6. Even then, it's 15.
In total.
15 in total.
Unfortunately not. It manages to stand up and
Yeah.
is a bit pissed with the whole you keep trying to knock him down thing. He's trying to
Yeah.
build himself back up. It's been a hard day.
Never going to break you down.
No.
And I'm never going to lift you up either.
He breaks into song. Oh, get knocked down. And I roll a 17 for a total of a 30. So he does critically hit you, I think. I don't know what your AC is. Everyone keeps changing their AC. It's terrible. He
What did you
matches.
get?
Got
Yeah,
a
I got
30.
21, so you got 30, so it's not a critical
Oh,
success.
you've got slightly higher than what I've got you on your
I got
sheet as.
21.
Cool.
I got AC. I got leather armor on my AC. I might have given you a sheet without leather.
You might have done, yes.
got some.
Okay. So that is 2 that one and that one. No one lets me crit them. It's very boring. So that's 9 points of damage there. And then he goes for a single claw against you, with which this would have been a crit if it had hit, but never mind. So that is a total of a 24. So that will hit.
Yeah, that's a success as well.
That was some very slow math there. Cocked dice off a 6. Oh. Re-roll the 6 because it was cocked, and then you get a 1, of course. So that's 8 points of damage there. So although you are injuring these guys far more, they are outputting some serious damage. That is the end of that gargoyle's turn. We then have Bruce's retaliation.
Right. So I'm gonna. I'm going to move. I'm going to try and trip him up first, then move afterwards. So try and trip him up. Let's try and trip him up again. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, that's only 16.
16 won't succeed, I'm afraid.
No. Okay. I'm going to move.
Yep. Get a bit of flanking on.
Yeah, I've gone for the classic flank. And lizard folk razor claws. Okay. Oh, that is only 11. Oh no!
Because you're flanking, it doesn't critically fail.
Just a fail. That's
Mhm.
luck.
Okay. You have, however, set Andrus up. It is now Zonk's turn, though.
I'm going to move in, and I'm going to try to trip it with my sickle.
Go for it.
That's a plus 10, and I roll a natural 1.
Oh. Let's see what we get. So it's a melee weapon. So
Yes.
your the weapon you just used, its current hit points are reduced to broken threshold.
Okay.
So that weapon it now counts as broken.
Yes.
Cool. Luckily, it wasn't already broken. Otherwise, it would have just exploded.
And then I'm going to curse and
In Goblin.
yeah, try to stab it with my rapier in its eye.
That seems fair.
14 plus 6, 20 to hits.
20, unfortunately, as it's not flat-footed against you, will miss.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. So after that, we then have Andrus.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. So I am going to, first of all, cast Divine Lance straight up. No fucking about. I saw that it did some damage, and that's what I'm all about. So Divine Lance, first of all.
Yep. Because if you do this, then attack, you get the bow. Oh no, it doesn't count cantrips, so you can't do that, sadly.
No.
Nope. Yeah,
Otherwise.
Not. 16 plus 9 is 25.
Yep.
And then my 2d4. I got a 4 and a 3 this time round.
So
2d4 plus 3. Boom.
Yep.
So 10 in total.
10.
Wah!
Nicely done. It's looking somewhat injured now.
And then
You're just going to try and smack it with a hammer.
Yep. So it's plus 5, isn't it?
It is.
Minus 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
We know what we meant.
15 plus 10, 25. So 20 in total.
With the flanking, that will hit.
Cool. Excellent. So that's 1d8 plus 3. So that's 8 in total. Roll a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't quite take the majority of that, but it still at least takes some kind of damage. After that, we then have Takeo again. If you move up to here, you'll have flanking.
Here or
One back from that, just there.
and then I'm gonna attack with my Gale Blade.
Go for it.
That was a 2 on the dice.
We're just going to draw one of these cards again. And two fumbles in one round is pretty good. You are moved 10 foot in a random direction as determined by the GM. So I'm going to roll a d8 because I like random, because otherwise definitely will pick...
Down the slope. Down
so you've got literally working clockwise. You've got 1, 2, 3, and so on, going round 4 there. We've got a 6, which will place us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you are going to land there. Can you make an athletics check for me, please?
Falling damage, blatantly falling damage. Down the slope.
It's a 5-foot drop, so there's not going to be falling damage. However, if he fails the athletics check, he is going to end up right down the bottom of the slope.
19 on the dice. So
Oh, you're all right. You recover. 10 foot would put you there, though, right on the edge. Cool. Okay. Weird fumble there. Could have been far worse if it had been the one outside the Hermitage over the top of a cliff. Would have been brutal. Okay. You have one action remaining.
Can I move back? Or is
You can, yeah. Hi, it's me again. Sorry about that. Okay. After that, we are then back round to the top, and it's feeling quite surrounded, so it is going to just lash out, and going to have to now use a D8. Sort of, and working clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it comes straight at Bruce. It obviously doesn't like Bruce. And gets a 28, so is only a success, sadly. These things haven't critted like they did before. It's very depressing. However, that's quite a nice roll for a total of 16 points of damage. Second attack, as this thing is wild, is coming against Bruce again. That one will miss with a total of a 16. And final one is going to come against Takeo with a +5, 20 in total against Takeo, which I think will miss because you've all now got AC 21 apparently. Yes, so that will miss. So after that, it's then going to be turned into a pin cushion, I can imagine. We have Bruce first of all.
Okay, so Bruce still doesn't really think he has any real options that will do damage to it here, but still I'll lash out with my claws on it. So let's see what they do. Only a 17
in total.
Yeah.
That'll miss, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'm not gonna go for the unsuccessful, so I'll just give it a kick, have that, and I will end my turn there.
Fair enough. Just angry punt into the side of this gargoyle.
Yeah, he can't touch it.
We then have Zonk, who I'm assuming is glad of Takeo's triumphant return back up the slope.
Yes.
Okay.
I welcome it. I'm going to draw my dagger and stabby stab. 19 on the die, so that's 32 hits.
Does strangely enough hit.
That's going to be the finish
oh
round.
yes. Once I can draw the card. So the critical on piercing, it's stunned 3. Normal damage, but stunned 3.
Oh.
So it can't do piss all.
9 points of damage.
Cool.
Oh no, I forgot sneak attack. 11 points of damage.
Okay. And sort of with this fact that it can't act, how do you wish between the 4 of you to finish it off? Because the fact that it's not going to get to do anything for at least like another 2 turns, you are going to kill it.
Just kick it. I just kick it. Kick it.
So
like it's doing something.
Just like one, because it would be what, a D4 point of damage plus your strength, so you could literally probably peel off like 1 or 2 points maybe of damage. So you're just slowly kicking it to death.
While he's doing that, I'm just the hammers on his head, just we're just like gangstering the shit out of this thing.
Yes, it's gangster execution.
See, I could in my mind you've got Bruce grabbing it round the leg with the whip, just slipping it out. You've then got Zonk from one side, Takeo from the other, literally just pinning it to the ground with their weapons, and then just Andrus coming in for the final blow, just bringing the warhammer down through its skull.
You messed with the wrong circus.
Let's fucking sickle, mate.
You should have come to the show.
We ain't no clowns.
It then dies due to punishment.
That was cathartic.
So yeah, they definitely died far more than last time when I was genuinely terrified everyone was going to die.
And you actually made the choice for Andrus to carry
leg it.
Zonk out
Yep.
there. Yeah, otherwise it would have been everyone dies.
It was Zonk managed to
Can't
get up
guarantee
there.
that would have been my choice.
No,
but,
no, it probably wouldn't. You'd have just kept going. It was the fact that Andrus or Zonk literally managed to get up there and then just got absolutely destroyed by these two gargoyles in one go. That was quite terrifying. So yeah, you've managed to kill what's at the entrance to the tower. You've killed the guardians that deny entry to anyone. So God forbid what might be lurking and waiting further in.
Probably safe.
Just 400
Probably
more
nothing.
gargoyles.
Yeah, a gargoyle dungeon.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we got away with that one.
Yeah.
But we got to be careful now not to trigger more of these things. This tower's going to be, I don't know, it's likely to be swarming with things, I reckon.
I think we better heal before we continue.
Oh, good idea. I'm really hurt after that. So,
Take
what
a
do we
small
got?
rest.
Right, I'm just going while you sort of sort out your healings, I'm just going to nip to the loo. So
yeah,
you know, I'll be back.
Quick break. Also, you need your your game master Merlot as well.
No, I've only got I'm on Pepsi today. No wine today.
Boo.
Funny
Yeah.
that we managed to fully heal everyone, and I didn't use a single slot.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
still here. Shit.
And it didn't even take us an hour. Right, 2 seconds.
Sure. But we did though, and I gained a spell slot. What the hell?
You got a new level spell. Oh, Luke, I didn't. What I didn't tell you that I wanted to tell you in person was, you know, when we were doing Wrath and Glory the other day on whichever day it was, I was reading the data. So if you didn't know, Wrath and Glory is the Warhammer 40,000 RPG.
Okay.
And so we were playing that. Luke designed some maps, and he's got a story path that he made as well. Even if you say adapted, it's all him, and it's really brilliant. We were playing it, and my character was a very nasally character, spoke a bit like this. He's an inquisitor, and so a bit like the kind of German SS in a futuristic sci-fi kind of world. And as I was reading this really long data slate, this long passage, my wife came into the room and started hanging up the washing, and I managed to keep a straight face and keep the character going for almost the whole thing. But she was absolutely pissing her pants. She's heard some of my accents before, but she was absolutely wetting herself and creasing whilst looking at me, whilst I'm kind of glancing, because I got two screens.
Oh, brilliant.
Reading the data slate, and she's just kind of absolutely making us both crease. I managed to keep it together for almost the whole thing.
That's fantastic. That truly is fantastic.
It's the last time I do a nasally character. My wife walked in, James, during I was reading the data slate, and she was just pissing her pants with laughter. Because she doesn't come in and hear me. I've got like a room that's quite noise-proof on the whole. But that's the last time I make a nasally character, I reckon, because
you just got mocked by the wife.
Almost embarrassed. Quite almost.
I just get horrifically judged every time partner plays in one of the other campaigns, and she just looks at me judgingly whenever I do a goblin voice. Because it just ends up sounding like a character from Sesame Street.
I get judged on all my voices. Apparently, the one that I did that was West Country, apparently that sounded too much like my mum, so I shouldn't do it, according to Zoe.
Brilliant.
I might have to send your mum a clip.
West Country?
She's Irish, and then she grew up in Cornwall.
Oh well, she must have what an accent.
Like it's terrible. And my dad is also Irish and grew up in Cornwall. They moved to Cornwall together, and they lived there for like 10 years. Then they moved to Plymouth and lived there for another 15. So it's just my dad's like the guy from Hot Fuzz, where it's like, and then someone looks at me, and then I translate for them.
There you go. He asked for steak and chips, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Right. So, have you done your healing? I assume.
We didn't roll anything actually.
Oh,
We're all
I
full.
didn't
Yeah.
roll anything.
Damn it, John.
Sam just rolled sixes. He rolled bombs.
Yeah,
That's a shame. You should have rolled a D8. Could have rolled better.
Yeah, that's
Take
Okay.
those bombs.
shit. Well, he said I rolled six eights.
You can heal the bombs, so Tekio has bombs again.
Yeah. Healing now adds bombs. So yeah. How do you wish to heal? I assume that a couple of you are pretty injured.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
I'm mildly injured.
I was going to try.
So Zonk's the only one who can't be done by a medicine check anymore,
Yes.
aren't you? Yeah. So the rest of us can all heal each other and.
Only for about sort of 20 minutes time. It's not. Obviously, it's taking you a bit of time to travel back and forth. In fact, by the time you travelled all around, you probably Zonk's all right to get healed, because I worked out the circumference of the tower is sort of about 1,500 to 2,000 foot. So it's not a small tower by any means. In fact, it's probably most of a mile in circumference. In fact, so the part you travelled sort of is going to take you a little while of stealthing back and forth. So yeah, Zonk can benefit as well.
Okay, so I'm going to do some risky surgery on myself. Right, again, +2 to this medicine check. So, skills. Okay. Natural 1. Oh, right. For a total of 12 on a medicine check.
So
and a D8 of damage.
You do it well. If you critically fail with the risky surgery, you also do more damage to yourself as well.
Let's do 2d8 then. 2d8 damage.
No, I think risky surgery is a D6, not a D8.
Oh, that's good.
Just double check. No, it is a D8. You can deal. Yep.
D8 slashing damage. It's D8
So
slash.
yeah, so you do 2d8 worth of damage to yourself.
That could have been a critical success, you know. That could have gone the other way.
It could have.
Oh, it's only 9.
Only
points of
9.
damage. Yeah, that's average, isn't it?
That's the average amount of damage you take from healing.
Maybe you should try to heal the enemies.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'll heal. It's these claws. They're no good for bandages. You're ripping up these bandages, and all I get is grief.
I mean, I think you genuinely have, over the course of all your healing, have genuinely done considerably more damage to others than healed them.
Oh, loads more damage to other people.
I mean, you basically nearly killed Jim. Oh no, La nearly killed Jim as well.
And every time I say, this is going to be the last time I do risky surgery. Every last time. I won't do it again.
Till next time. Okay, so unfortunately, Bruce now can't benefit from any more injury for the next hour, aside from magical healing. So
that's fine. I'm gonna look after everyone. So I'm gonna do 2 lots. I'm gonna do 2 lots of 3 action heal.
Yep.
And those are my 2 allocated heal thingies for the day.
Cool.
So those are the 2 level 1s. So I've got 2 level 1 spell slots remaining for the rest of the day, and 2 level 2.
Yep.
So that's 2d8 to everyone. So a 7 and a 2. So not
9.
great.
So basically you
9
healed
each.
Bruce back the damage he did to himself.
Yep. And then let's see, how am I looking? Not too bad. So how are you looking, Bruce?
Oh, I'm looking pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Zonk, how are you looking? How is Zonk looking?
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll lay a hand on you, Bruce, and I'll cast a 2, the 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, you got really cold hands. You should try and warm those up before you do that.
And I tighten my grip on you a little bit, and you're like,
Vulcan death grip, and I just faint.
Yep, it's happening. So that's a 5 and an 8. So 13 points of healing for you.
That's big deal.
And I'm going to heal myself using my medical treat wounds. DC 15 version.
Cool.
Which should be skills, medicine, treat wounds, DC 15, and that's that would if I'm successful, that's what 2d8, isn't it? If I'm successful on the treat wounds, is that right? Yeah, cool. I rolled 13, so that should with my medicine of 6. Yeah, that's fine. So 20, it's 19 in total.
Yeah, you're good.
So I just make it, and it's 2d6 to myself because I am looking messed up. Double 7. Okay, so plus 14.
Cool.
And that's all I'm going to do.
That's fine. During the time that obviously Bruce was attempting to heal himself, you could have also spent the time regaining focus point if you wished.
Yeah, boy.
Because that in itself takes 10 minutes as well. Okay. Is there anything else anyone wished to be doing during the time that that the healing was going on?
Apologizing.
Oh, right. How long is it going to take you to make your next bombs?
Yeah,
Good point.
How long does it take? Have you got the materials with you? Put one together in a quarter of an hour?
It's a per day allocation, I believe.
Oh, right. So you've used all of today's bombs. It's going to take you a bit of time in the evening. Right. What other weapons are you carrying with you?
Tengu blade, halberd, and wakizashi, which is like a katana but a shorter version.
Right. Okay. Well, you keep those to hand, and we'll make you some new bombs later.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go up to the doors then, and we'll see what's up these. Is it down these steps or up these steps? Up.
It is. That is a good
Sorry
point.
to butt in, but I think alchemists can make things though, can't they? They can use quick alchemy with reagents. Is that right?
One second, yeah. They descend downwards, John.
Yeah, then I'll be. I want to be somewhere where I'm pinging. I want to see more of this. This here. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, they can, Luke, but they have a certain number of regents they can make a day. They then use those regents to make an alchemical creation.
Got you. That's fine. Cool. Okay, just thought that.
No. It's worth. Again, they are a weird.
Anything that's going to help us out.
Yeah. Okay. But what it does mean they can do is you can start the day, have all your regents ready, but not actually make anything, so you can do things more situationally. But that takes, in combat, that uses an action, so obviously action economy goes down. Okay, so yes, depending on, from where Zonk is standing, as well as Takeo and Bruce, if that is where they currently are, you can see that the staircase seems to descend into semi-darkness, and then you can just about see there is light at the bottom. They are incredibly steep stairs.
Going up?
Going downwards.
Going downwards.
So
yeah, let's go take a look inside, right?
Yeah, I think we've gone this far.
Yeah. Yes. If I take a point, that might be an idea.
Okay, so Zonk, as you have headed up, we're headed down. As you get down to that point, you notice that at the bottom there are several individuals awaiting your thing, and as soon as you step down into this area, instantly, in a tongue you are unfamiliar with, and these individuals begin to move to threaten you.
Okay, I'll draw my bow and I will.
We are into combat.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So can we roll initiative again for me, please?
Four on the dice.
20.
Nice. 26.
26
Nice, that's
for
good.
Zonk.
Mm-hmm.
Andrus.
I got. Let's have a look. Offense +6, 16 +6, 22.
22, all very high. And finally, Zeke, Tokyo.
Got a 4 on the dice.
Oh dear, with your +7, that gives you an 11.
Sorry, mine's 21.
21.
21.
Cool. Okay, so I'm just grouping these guys into a thing so we don't end up with like 100 different combats initiatives, but also they're not overwhelming. Okay.
Looks like one or more of them might be the same race as one of us. Because we've got one of everything.
Mother?
What is your bonus to perception, Zonk?
+9.
+9. I think you might still win. Yes, you do. So you'll go just before them. Okay, so just reveal the rest of the room, and so just going to describe it, and then we'll launch into what does Zonk want to do first. I bet it's going to hide it again now. Yep. You click reveal, and then it's like, no, we're just going to cover it up completely. So that is the room that you can see there, and in this room appears to be several guards, as well as the remains of 2 messily butchered cattle that are heaped near a fire in the corner that's currently obscured from your view. There are 3 stacks of heavy stones, each stacking about 4 feet tall. Several creatures are within this area that you have met before, as well as one that particularly a character that is dead would recognise in itself being some kind of dinosaur. The several different warriors that you've come across before all seem to be wearing some kind of gruesome trophies that have been harvested from past victims. Some of these tend to be bones. A few are wearing human-like ears. One even has an eyeball draped on a necklace that seems to have been put into some sort of substance to preserve it. And first up, we have a Zonk.
I'm going to dash forwards.
Yep.
Stab it with my rapier. 22.
22 to hit against their flat-footed will hit.
I don't think that they are flat-footed, actually, because I have this special ability that only makes them flat-footed if I use stealth for or deception
okay.
for initiative. So I think it's going to be an ordinary attack.
That's fine. I thought you were flat-footed until you acted.
No, that's something from first edition.
That's still first edition. Thank you.
Oh really? I didn't know that didn't translate over. I mean, I guess it's kind of if both parties are redding up.
Yeah.
And we had to go downstairs to see them. It makes sense that no one's flat-footed.
They've transferred it as a bonus to stealth, so which is good.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you're sneaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
I'm still doing 9 damage.
9 damage, nice. To number 1.
And then I'm going to retreat again.
Sneaky. Okay. After that, we then have the first of the blue guys, who are going to sort of, seeing that happen, are going to come round and start heading up. Oh, there's one thing I need you to do, Zonk, and I also need everyone now to do, is can you all make a fortitude save for me, please?
Oh, man.
19.
19, you're fine.
20, 15 plus 7, 22.
You're fine.
28.
You're fine. Zeke?
Got a 10 on the dice. Where's the fortitude? Oh, 20 in total. Then.
You're all fine. You don't need to make another one of those again, so do not worry. Okay, so they both move forward towards you, and they're both going to take a strike at the first thing they encounter. So they go to hit you with the clubs they are carrying. The first one will miss there with his club. He'll try again. He will miss. And then the other one will miss on the first and again miss on the second. These guys are lethal as hell. After that, we then have the dinosaur, which is going to literally come sprinting up towards Zonk here and is going to try and attack you with its jaw. And nope, I'm going to stop using that dice. Consistently rolling like fives. It then tries to strike you with a talon, which would have hit if it had been a first attack, but no, that will miss. So these guys are presenting themselves as lethal at this point. Okay. After that, we then have Andrus. Obviously, these three things have just rushed up to attack you.
Yeah. Fuck me, right? So I'm going to hit the one that's nearest to me. This thing here.
The dinosaur. Yep.
Yeah. The dinostrich saw. Let's see what I've got that could help us out here in a scrap. So I've got my shield out and I've got my hammer out. For the moment, I think I'm just going to. Oh, I've got. Could be useful. The things in front of us.
Yeah.
Do they look undead?
No, they look like the same things that you fought in the forest. Not that you saw them before, but you would recognise them.
Okay.
They are horrifying looking lizard-like creatures.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay,
Zolgath,
cool. Let's do that then. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the one in front of me.
Yep.
So it's +9. 14 + 9 is 23 in total.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yep, cool. And that will do. Let's have a look. Negative damage equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, so 1d4 + 3.
Yep.
And then the target has taken a basic fortitude save, but is also enfeebled for one. Enfeebled 1 for 1 round on a critical failure.
I think here it's 2d4 because it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yep, that's right. So I got a double 3, so 6.
So 9 in total, and
Yep,
that was
and
against the
fortitude
one
save.
directly in front of you.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
And the fortitude
he got a
save.
27.
Okay, oh, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope your DC is not 27.
No, it's 19, so he's fine.
It's still half damage, I think.
Let's have a look. Spell deals negative damage equal to 1d4, 2d4 plus your spellcasting modifier. The target attempts a basic fortitude save, but is also enfeebled 1 for 1 round on a critical failure.
So a basic save always has the rule that if you succeed, you take half damage. Critically succeed, you take no damage.
So
Cool. So
take
just 6
4
damage
instead
then
of-
instead of.
No, it's half of
It's
9.
3 plus.
So have they done away with evasion?
Oh yeah,
completely?
of course it is. Yeah, half 9.
Yeah, pretty much. So everything basically can have evasion by if you critically succeed, you take no damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Okie dokie.
But there are
and then-
different types of saves. Again, as Claudio said, this was a basic one, so it yeah. Cool.
And then as I do that, I turn to hit the weird ostrich dinosaur thing.
Yep.
So it's +5 to my difficulty, isn't it, for this?
-5, yes.
Oh shit! I'll just roll a second one. Hang on. 20 -5, so 15. Oh no, 20 + 10 -5, so 25 in total.
Yeah, that will hit.
Cool. 1d8 + 3. 5 + 3 is 8.
Cool. Yep, it takes that.
I'm just going to have to dig out that dice now.
Okay. After that, we then have Bruce.
Okay, so Bruce is going to load his crossbow and try and fire his crossbow at the dinosaur one here.
Yep.
So, action to load it, because who carries around a loaded crossbow except everybody?
Pathfinder hero.
Apparently,
That's
apart
who
from
does.
apparently everybody in Pathfinder does. Yeah. So, it's only 13.
Unfortunately,
rubbish.
that will miss.
Okay, and then I'll load it again.
Yep.
And that's it. Those are my actions.
That's fine.
Yeah, those are my actions.
Yep. Okay. So after that, we then have Takeo.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here.
Yep.
And then strike the dinosaur with
Go for
my
it.
gold blade. And that was a 2 on the dice.
So unfortunately, that will miss. You have one more action remaining.
Try again.
Yep. So this is a +5.
Nice.
What did you get on the roll?
13 on the dice, that's 18 in total.
Okay, unfortunately that will miss Mr. Dinosaur as well. Or Miss Dinosaur, we don't know. Okay. After that, the other two are going to step up and they're going to attempt to throw javelins at Andrus, as he seems quite lethal. So you are going to get a +1 to your AC, because they're...
I am lethal.
First one's going to miss. Second one with a 23.
No, because I've got 21 AC, +2 for having my shield.
You didn't raise your shield. You have to spend an action to do that.
Oh, is that an action?
Yeah.
Okay, then 20. I'm 22 at the moment.
Cool. So that one does hit.
God.
And deals a horrifying 5 points of damage.
Blah!
Yeah, you're basically dead now. They just then, for their final action, also draw out their clubs as well, and that is their turn. And we have background to Zonk.
Okay, so I'm going to do a twin feint on the dinosaur. So the first one is not a sneak attack. The first one is 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Nice. That's 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And then follow up with a dagger as a sneak attack. 16 on the dice, so that's
Yeah,
22.
Yeah.
That's 4 nice max damage, 14 points of damage.
Nicely done. The dinosaur is looking very much weakened at the moment.
And then as my last action, I'm going to step back.
Cool. Okay. After that, we then have the warriors who are going to go for the thing nearest to them. So they're both going to swing at you with their club. A 23 on the first one, Andrus. It's going to hit. So that's 8 points of damage. He is then going to attempt to claw you. Not with an actual 1. And then claw again. Even though that was a 19 on the dice, we'll miss with all the modifiers. Second one, we'll miss with a 20. Oh no, we'll hit with the 21.
Yep.
And deal 7 points of damage. It then goes to claw you.
God.
Natural 20 on the claw. So
No,
that
please.
is going to critically succeed. It's alright.
Please stop.
They're only D4s. So they're not, it's not like the last guy.
Just stop anyway, please.
2 and a 1, so 3.
Oh my god.
So there's 11 points of damage, and then the final claw. No, will miss. That is them. We then have the dinosaur who is going to go after Zonk, and it is going to use a special ability to move up to 10 foot, take an attack, and probably miss with a 17, but that will miss.
Miss.
It is then going to stride another 10 foot, to be round the side of you there. It is then going to attempt to slash at you with one of its talons with a natural 20.
That'll hit.
So you're going to take some damage. So you take double ones again. 8 points of damage, and you also take 1 point of bleed damage as well.
Okay.
And it's going to try that one final time. Rolling another natural 20.
Haha.
I like this dice. It does well. Oh, that is 16 points of damage. And the bleed doesn't change. But yeah.
Wow. Do you get bleeding? I think their status effects like bleeding too.
You can't. Yeah, it's persistent damage. So it's you basically end it by either spending more actions to reduce it, or it's a flat 15 check.
But I meant it's not like stunned 1, stunned 2,
Oh,
stunned
yeah,
3.
that
You
is-
don't get bleed 1, bleed 1, bleed 2. Bleed
Yeah, that was a D4 roll for bleed.
4. Okay.
I rolled 1.
So you get a
times.
value, but you don't get the
It doesn't
you don't get
stack.
a bleed status like that.
No. So I can't, even if he attacked 3 times and hit 3 times, it couldn't be bleed 1, add bleed 1, add bleed 1. It's just 1.
Okay.
That is then his turn. We then have Andrus.
I have taken an absolute battering, lads.
I love how casually he's just
Understatement.
turning to take you and going, bad, mate. It's just awful.
I'm in a state. Okay. So for this, I am going to. What have I got left? 2 slots of healing, and that can't be right. I've got 1 slot of healing left. 1 slot of healing. I'm going to cast a 2-action heal on myself.
So 1d8
think-
plus 8.
8, which is what I needed. Come
So
on,
16 total.
baby.
Cool. You then
That's-
got 1 action.
Oh my god, yeah, I really needed that. Excellent. Okay, and I am going to. I've only got 1 action, so I'm just going to take a swing at the one in front of me.
Yep, go for it.
That's all I can really do, I think. At this
With the
point.
additional necromantic damage, I think.
You will do. Yep,
Yep.
1d6.
Yep. If I hit it on a 15 plus my attack, which is
that hits.
10, 25.
One
Okay,
off.
so-
1 off.
Crit. So it's 1d8 plus 3 plus d6,
D6, yep.
necromantic. 6 and 5, so 6 damage, 5 necromantic, so 11 in
9.
total.
So 12 in total.
Yes, because plus my 3 as
So-
well. Yeah.
That literally drops it to the ground dead.
Oh, so
On
you
the
just hear a
nose.
sickening crunch that just smashes into the jaw and face of this creature.
Causes the one next to it to sort of take a a non-movement step backwards in shock.
Good. They should fear us.
Okay. After that, we then have Bruce.
So Bruce is going to do Hunter's Aim, a concentration part of his skill on the dinosaur.
Yep.
And gives him an extra +2 bonus. It's a 2-action thing, so it'll be this and then a shot with his crossbow.
Yep.
So let's have a go. It's a 32. 19 on the dice for 32.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that's a fail. Yep, no, I did
That
pick
is-
the right deck. I thought I then
Give me a
literally,
card.
in a very silly way, had picked the wrong one. So this
which
attack
one was-
ignores all resistances, so it is still double damage. Crossbows don't have the deadly trait, do they?
No, this
No.
is no. This just says magical. That's all it says. It's a +1
That's
crossbow.
fine. Yeah, so
Okay.
double damage though.
All right. That's 10 points of damage.
Nice.
10 points of damage, and it was 2 actions to do that concentration.
Yep. So was that against the guy there?
No, it was against the dinosaur.
Oh, the dinosaur. Oh, the
I
dinosaur's
thought.
dead.
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought Andrus had clubbed the one adjacent to him.
Yeah, that one's still alive. There was one.
There was that
there
one.
that had
That
taken
one went.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dinosaur
Okay.
is
Sorry.
very dead.
Okay. So I concentrate on the corpse of the dinosaur and fire a bolt into the corpse of the dinosaur.
Well, it's now a corpse. It wasn't before.
It wasn't before. Oh, it's now a corpse.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So that's all my actions done.
Cool.
Can I do I get an opportunity to study this and work out what it is? Find out a piece of information? Do you get any freebs?
You have to spend an
freebs like
action
that?
to do that one. So you can spend an
Do
action.
you?
Oh no, you've
No,
done
I've got none
three,
left. No, that's okay. I was just wondering because knowledge checks used to be free in
Yeah, they're
in
not
one.
anymore.
No.
Because you've got that extra action. I've realised now I've just deleted that guy from because it was onto one of them. There we go. Bring him back in. Cool. Okay. After that is then Takeo.
Okay. Gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
I was gonna see if I could try and do a flanking, but I don't want to really, sit in
Just
the middle of
moving
the
through.
And then I'm gonna just do my normal attack. 18 on the dice.
In total with that will critically hit. You notice these guys aren't particularly well built. Which weapon was that with?
My Tengu blade, so
Okay.
slashing.
Slashing.
Hold on, I'll check.
It is a finesse weapon, but I don't know what with. I'm assuming piercing. It will be.
Yeah.
Because it won't be bludgeoning. That would be weird for a blade. So just in future, obviously it will be you have to decide. Otherwise, I'll go with the default one. But obviously, you can either make it flat-footed or triple damage.
It's slashing.
It's slashing, so it's pierce. So the finesse would be piercing, then I assume.
No, it's just slashing, but
can
it's a finesse slashing weapon.
No, that's versatile, isn't it? Sorry. So it's flat-footed against you, so double damage. So 2d6 for me, please.
5 and a 1.
5 and a 1. Add 3 is a total of 9. You still have 1 attack remaining.
I'll do another one.
Yep, go for it. So this is plus 6.
16 on the dice.
That will hit. So d6 plus 3.
3 on the dice.
Cool. 6 points of damage. It looks pretty injured. Like, really injured. Okay. After that, we then have the warriors down the bottom who are going to move up as much as they can, but they can't get only one of them can get in. So one of them is going to attempt to club Andrus to the face as he has sort of killed his. So it's a 25, 26 even. Not that makes much difference.
That makes no difference because it still hits me.
10 points of damage, and
Oh,
then
for God's sake.
the claw. The claw is going to hit with a 22.
Oh,
I should have gone for the jaw. It would have done more damage.
no. No, don't do that.
So that's 5 points of damage on that one.
Oh, okay.
And then
Still
the other
in
one
game.
other one's just sort of standing there trying to thrash and get closer, but is unable to move back round to Zonk.
Oh, half HP. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, guys.
I'm going to try to acrobatics my way to here.
Yep.
Oh, that's big.
I didn't really roll that well. 20.
Yeah, no, that'll beat theirs. So is that taking you 2 movements to do that one? Because it's half your tumble through. Takes half
1,
your
2,
movement,
3,
isn't it?
4, 5, 6. I have 6 spaces. I have 30
Okay.
feet.
I thought tumble through halved your distance.
No, it treats the square of the enemy as difficult terrain, so that one square costs me
10 foot.
so
That's
I
fine.
can
Yep.
get there just.
So you can. No, that's fine. Go for it. So that
Yeah, and
one
then I'm
action.
going
Yeah.
to stabby stab, rapier, 15. It's
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Yeah, that will critically hit as you're now flanking.
Nice.
Yeah, these guys are nothing to you. It seems really like some of these are really random. Like it's got to succeed at a fortitude save. It does not. So it now has filth fever. But how much damage do you do?
24.
24 point. I mean, it's dead. That's how lethal the filth fever was. You just instantly killed it with disease. Okay.
And then the last action, I'm going to stand here.
Hide
Bye.
behind Andrus again. That's fine. After that, we then have the Zulgath here, who is going to strike out against Takeo, as he's in the way, with a 24 to hit, dealing 8 points of damage to you. And then he's going to give the jaw a go. Yeah. Miss will miss, and a claw, which will sadly also miss with a 16. After that, we then have Andrus, who is reeling from being battered at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Although there's actually sweet fuck all he can do about it at this stage.
You're playing the tank well.
Yeah, I hope so. Because if I'm playing it badly, that's a bad sign. Right. Okay. So let's have a look. So there's 2 there. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up to here.
Yep.
Bringing an opportunity for someone to come in to attack. So I'm going to move up, and that's an action point. That's an action,
Yep.
isn't it?
You got 2 left.
And then I am going to see what spells I've got. Okay, none of those are going to help me in this situation. I'm just going to. I'm going to once again call on the divine, and use my focus, my zeal focus, to give me a +1 to the attack, and +1 to
Damage
the
dice.
damage.
Cool.
So I'm like, for the God Claw! I'm just gonna swing at this thing.
The one
I
directly
think
in
that
front of you.
triggers your Bespell weapon as well,
Just checking.
because it's a non-cantrip spell, and I don't think the focus spell is a cantrip spell.
That's true. It is a domain spell.
So it'll add 1d6 force damage to your.
Yeah.
That's
Weapon.
true. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool. So I'm gonna do that.
Seems mild
And,
overkill, but yeah.
I'm gonna
It's a
take
nice
Oh,
combo.
these things are actually
Cheeky
hammering the
combo,
shit out of
yeah.
me, so they deserve it. I'm going to take a swing at it.
I mean, they are
So
evil,
first attack is +11 because I get a +1.
Nice.
I rolled a 19, so that's what's that?
Critical.
30 in total.
The card was
Thing
already on its way out. So this is
Oh my
bludgeoning.
goodness.
The target drops a club, but you do double damage. So 4d8.
They deserve this for picking on me.
Plus the
This is what you get,
d6
James.
plus 6. If you don't kill this, I'll be really impressed.
I'm going to roll all
And
ones.
laugh
This
a
is what you
lot.
get for picking on me, by the way.
You
And
kill
it-
you kill a lesser NPC that I have no
And does it do
attachment to.
1d6 or 2d6 force damage for
Yeah, is
Bespell
the
weapon?
force damage increased? Doubled?
It depends on the type that is.
Force.
It's not precision, it's force.
It's whether it's doubled on crit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's something about it in the spell.
I mean, it's useful to know because it probably will come up.
I'm going to check with critical hits rules.
Yeah.
Deals double damage.
+1 attack, and the weapon deals an additional die of damage if the weapon is in striking. Oh no, that's not it. This is the best spell, isn't it? What we're looking at. can never find that on my sheet. I always have to go into build.
I think it doubles, but I'm not really sure yet.
So if you look at the bottom of doubling and halving damage, benefits you gain specifically from a critical hit don't double, but it doesn't say anything about like flaming.
Like the D10. Yeah, like the D10 from my rapier when I critical hit. It doesn't double, it's just 1d10.
And penalties.
So depending on the score of the spell you just cast. Doesn't say anything about it. It's DM's choice, I think, here. I don't mind either way. I think this thing's going to die.
Yeah, I'm only because it's a bonus added on top already. I'm unsure, but
let's say no.
No, because it's a bonus. I'm saying yes.
Oh right, cool. Okay.
So yeah, go for it. Because I can't see anything to the contrary.
48 plus 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah.
Get ready to mash this.
I mean, in fairness, you've spent a focus point to get the bonus. You've cast a spell, so you've put the effort in to get this. Really.
Cool. Here we go, boys. Okay, 10, 26 plus 6, 32 damage.
Yep, that's only twice what he had as starting hit points, but yep.
Ow, I hit my hand.
Yeah, I don't know if you can find anything else, Claudio, because I was looking at doubling and halving damage.
Well, the way I'm seeing it now is that even my sneak attack doubles at a critical hit, apparently.
This is the thing that I'm a bit...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I suppose this is where I'm trying to see it as, in fact, that it seems reasonable, because it's not a typed damage. It's not based on... It's not as a result of a weapon trait. It's not... Yeah, so it's not... Yeah, I think it's something I'll have to check into a little bit more. But as far as I can tell, it seems that your sneak attack would double. There's nothing that specifies, unlike first edition. There's nothing that says it doesn't. But yeah, but we can check that later. Just hope that you don't come up against any high-level rogues at any point.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that one is very, very dead. We then have Bruce, who is muted.
Right, so Brucey, he is. Can he hit without penalty through his friends from there with his crossbow?
No, you take a penalty for firing. It's +1 as a result of firing through.
No problem. Then I'm going to study to get +2 to neg that.
That's fine.
No, I'm not. I'm not because I won't be able to reload in time.
Yeah, these guys aren't that great.
But in 3 actions, the study costs 2, and I wouldn't be able to reload and fire in the same round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reload, and I'm going to try and fire at
Go
this. Ooh, that is an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. D8 of piercing damage. Full house. That's 8 points of damage.
And that one also, as the bolt goes straight through its eye after sailing past Takio's bird ear, drops down dead.
Is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a beauty.
And yeah, you have dealt with those individuals. As far as you can tell at this point, it seems quiet. There's no other sound. It doesn't sound like any other guards are rushing to their aid.
Okay.
Yep. Takio straight away walks in, stands on a mutilated cow corpse.
Are any of us really hurt? Who's
Yes.
Is there anything we can do about that now?
Well, I assume you can't because
Too much risky surgery.
You can't receive any. I mean, you can deal some more damage out to people if you wish, but you can't receive any damage yourself.
Yeah, so I'll try and just heal Zong. Straight heal, straight medicine check. DC 15.
Yep. Does Zonkus accept this healing?
Oof.
It's
Shaken.
18. It's 18.
Cool.
So is that 2d8?
Yeah, it is.
2d8.
That is 16 points of healing. Look at
Nice.
those beauties.
Nice.
That's
I don't know if you
really
can
nice.
see them. Yeah, I've got the tent symbol because I got the official dice, of course. We can't put that on the podcast, but
No.
yeah, I got the official
Oh, yeah.
dice.
Nice.
Yeah, we can, because I also happen to have the same dice.
Yeah, but mine are +1 dice. So,
That is true. Yeah, so that's the lovely
I'm
symbol.
looking. Zonk is looking much better.
I'm looking particularly bashed up, but I'm staying silent because I have expended my holy power, which I don't want you guys to know that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, as you can refocus, I think, right? Because the healing is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my my healing slots are gone for the rest of the day.
You can at
Not a
least get the
problem.
focus back, which would be
Yeah,
beneficial.
that would be good. Yeah, I'll definitely take that.
Obviously, if
And I'll timidly approach Bruce. I don't suppose you have any salve or anything for this? And I sort of point to my face and it's got a gash in it.
broken nose, torn whiskers.
Everything is just broken.
John is muted once again.
anything in an adventurer's pack that would normally heal anyone, or is it? Does that not contain anything like what Andrus is asking for?
Not by default, no.
No. Can I try and medicine him, or does it not work like that? One each.
No, you can't. You basically just can't
Yeah.
use it on the same person within
Can't
an
use it on
hour.
the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try Andrus. I'll try to.
Oh, wait, actually, I've just found something. Before you do that, I've got healer's tools, which says I can draw and replace them as part of the action that uses them.
Yep.
Does that mean that they? Oh no! Ignore me. I read it wrong. I thought it replaced the action. It's not. That's
No.
not how it works.
No.
Ignore me. Carry
Just
on.
give you
Carry
a
on, Bruce.
bonus.
I will get them out of my bag though, looking worriedly at you because.
No, I've got this. Not trying anything risky here, unless you want me to, of course. DC 15.
Yep.
Oh, it's 30.
So that's 48 of
30?
healing.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, natural 19, medicine 11. Got this big. I did think that it was brilliant that all characters can take medicine, but
Yeah.
it's not a restricted thing. So that's 10, and then that is 10, so 17 points of healing. So
Oh,
just
God.
below average, but still pretty good.
Wow, that's I'm nearly full. That's amazing.
I only took 8 points of damage, so can I try that risky surgery, please?
Or just
Risky
ordinary.
surgery. Right,
Ordinary
well,
surgery would be better.
yeah. It's very likely with ordinary surgery that I'll be able to help you out.
John, what's your
Yeah.
in medicine? Are you an expert or are you just trained?
I'm an expert.
So you can do a DC 20 attempt if you like, which would be 2d8 plus 10. as
Yeah, but with a plus 11, I like the odds of a
That's fine. That's
4
fine.
or more. I like the odds of 4 or more, but I had forgotten about the expert check
Because
to
that
up the
would have
DC.
been-
But that's one of the reasons I was saying DC 15, not.
No,
going
that's
for-
fine. Because that last one you just rolled would have been 4d8 plus 10 had you done
Yeah.
that one. But obviously,
That was-
again, odds. That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
Play the-
what I'm wondering is, like, we just fought these lizard men or troglodytes,
Yep.
and then there was this dinosaur with it. What's the status of dinosaurs are they in the neighborhoods? Are they like, are they mythical creatures? Are they like ones gone extinct, or is it more common?
They're not extinct. They are uncommon.
Mm.
They're not something that, it's not Jurassic Park style. They've been brought back from extinction. But yeah, they're not something you see roaming the plains of this island of Kortos.
Interesting.
Or Erran Isle.
Right, I'll finish a heal off on Takeo, and then I
Yep.
think I want to investigate what these creatures are.
Yeah.
No, that is unsuccessful. That is only a 13 on
Good.
healing.
You don't hurt him, but you don't heal him.
No, unsuccessful. Sorry, Takeo. I don't think I can. I've been able to plug that by sticking my finger in it, but we're gonna have to swap. And I'll take a look at the dinosaur body. So, what can I learn about it with a nature?
Yep.
Nature. That's a 16 on nature.
16. Too many pieces of paper now. Just got to get the spelling because I've not added that on. I think that would be fine. I mean, you do vaguely recognise this creature on the basis that it is the same creature that was Roger. Same breed. So, did you say you got a 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah. So, on the nose, you got that one. Yeah, these are remnants of a world's primeval era. These large reptilian creatures still exist in large numbers in isolated and remote wilderness or far underground within the magical Darklands. So they generally don't tend to be above ground. You know that sometimes, based on reading, tracking your time in the wilderness, that some groups of monstrous humanoids, as well as your own race, use these dinosaurs as mounts, guards, hunting animals.
So they are not the intelligent ones. They are the okay. So they're not the. Even though the kobolds are not seen as being intelligent, are they?
No.
It wasn't leading the others as such.
No. This is very much a pet. It's the equivalent of a horse, or a druid using a tiger, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It was not the mastermind.
So I heard we're looking for a druid then.
Oh, that was a comparison. They're just in that sense of being used.
Yeah, there's a druid on the loose, everybody. Better watch out. It's so tell the others, that dinosaur wasn't the ringleader.
Yep.
But this is more of these animals that are doing strange things. Is it a naturally violent animal, or is it just a predator for its food?
It's more, it's a predator. It was clearly under instruction, based on how it acted.
Normally. Yeah, and it's indoors as well. You wouldn't normally find these things indoors.
No.
So it's been forced to do something against its natural will.
Yeah, they're not.
And these animals by the fire as well. What have we got here? Just food, or is it ritual?
They appear to have been. I mean, it could be ritualistic based on the massacre, that the way in which they've been slaughtered was very violent, but it appears they've been left as some kind of food. They have been flayed. Whether that was done while they're alive, you don't know, but they are completely devoid of skin.
All right, something going on here. And so this bit to the south here, is that rocky? Is that a blocked doorway?
I'll reveal a little bit further, as you would be able to see sort of beyond. It appears to go into yet another sort of cavern.
Okay. Okay.
And
that
you'll
side?
be able to see. 1 second, I'm just going to reveal enough of that you'd be able to see. So based on sort of looking around, you'd be able to see most of that room. The other side, when you go and stand there, Zonk, you do see into the next room, and within that room you can see there appears to be another much larger dinosaur. There is rocked columns, those rocks that are on the ground this side, go all the way up to the ceiling. Yep, that seem to block off the dinosaurs. But it appears to be some kind of nesting ground.
And this one is blocked as well.
It is, but it's not blocked in terms of you can't go through it.
It's more larger animals can't go through it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another dinosaur here, guys.
Right.
So the stacks to the south are 3 sets of very heavy stones. Each of them is about 4 foot tall. You feel that your creatures of your size, i.e. medium or smaller, can move through without difficulty, more so than it being difficult terrain. Obviously, larger creatures would either need to jump over them or try and squeeze through.
All right, so we might be in danger from that creature jumping those. If it's that creature looks big from where I'm standing. I can't quite see all of it, but it looks big, doesn't it?
Yeah, from what you can see, it's large.
Am I able to, if I go closer, can I use stealth to move to here?
Yeah.
So stealthing it up for a 22. I'd like to try and identify what this type of thing is. So, can I?
Yeah, just going to reveal
use
a
my
little
stealth?
bit more of what you can see. Obviously, your vision is slightly blocked by the stones that are on the ground, but you can see there actually happens to be a second one in this room, and I will just read a little bit of what you see. So within this, what appears to be some kind of den, this odd-shaped room is divided by several piles of stacked stones, similar to the ones to the south. They are stacked 4 feet tall. Large nests made of sticks and mud are spread around the room on both sides of the stone stacks. The north and west corner of the room contains a large hut made of poorly tanned hides and topped with the skull of some enormous fanged beast. That's the one that's just over in this corner here. And the eye-watering smell of Zulgoth's animal dung and unwashed reptiles fill this room. So it doesn't cause you any actual physical effect. There's no negative penalty, but the room is nauseating in terms of its smell.
These
Okay,
would
so
be
I'll,
so cool in the circus.
So I'll make a notion behind me for people not to move, and I'm going to try to identify what this is.
Yeah.
So that'll be 24. So what do I know about what are these?
Okay. So these are Pinacosaurus, also more commonly known as an Ankylosaurus in our sort of realm. So again, these are huge animals. Oh, so sorry, the traditional one there is huge. These are only large versions of the same sort of animal. They're not fully sized, potentially. So they are neutral. They are a dinosaur. You would know that their tail is particularly lethal if it strikes. They are horrifically territorial. You do also know, interestingly, that the eggs of the Dionysus that you fought before are particularly valuable, as are the eggs to this animal as well. They are, the main thing you know is they are fiercely territorial. You know that the actual their hit from the tail is potentially so damaging it can slow you down as though you are stunned by the impact.
God.
Tokyo runs in and sits on the eggs.
Overwhelming need to sit on eggs.
So I'm gonna go back to the group, and I'm going to ask everyone to huddle around. So I come and I'll speak in hushed tones and I'll reiterate what I know about this creature, and
Mm.
say, "Oh, it stinks in there. It absolutely reeks. You can, but those two, two of them. There's got to be that could be so dangerous. Now I can try to communicate with them. They're not an evil creature, but we've seen that most creatures here have turned evil. So even if it's not naturally evil, maybe it is because it's here. But I could try and communicate with it.
You would know these. You would know these dinosaurs aren't intelligent enough to communicate.
Oh right, I've got wild empathy. I can make
Yeah.
an impression on animals. Very simple requests.
Yeah, so that's more like sit, stand, roll over, as opposed to anything else.
I wasn't expecting to have a conversation. I guess even emotional words like "stay calm" is quite a mark of
Quite
intelligence.
complex. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Worth thinking about anyway for another time. But yeah, there's a dangerous route in there. I don't know if we'll find something similar in the other room, but we want to tread carefully if these are just rooms and rooms of creatures that have been held. To find the safest route to whatever the middle of this is. What do you think? And I'll ask the others.
Did you see anything else in the room?
Oh, there were two of those, and there's some hut in the corner made of animal hides. It's got. I don't know, mate. I don't think it could be where they put their eggs. I don't know, but they lay valuable eggs. I'll tell you that. And the creature before that, this raptor-looking one, the Dionysus, they have valuable eggs. These ones. But that's about it. Yeah, no, there's some hut or tent in the corner. I don't know what's in it. They're very
to avoid.
Yeah, very territorial. I think they might attack us if they think we're encroaching on their space.
Anything to avoid needless conflict is good in my eyes currently.
So I'll be happy to scout ahead and take a look in the other room, see what's there. So I'll do you want me to roll a new stealth check or am I okay?
Zonk follows check, please. Zonk follows a bit, but he keeps a little bit behind.
Yeah, 17 on stealth.
Okay, nope.
Oh, a natural 20 on stealth.
Cool. Ooh, very good.
Okay. So as you come here, there is something you see further down. Just got to change a few things. So obviously you can see the whole of this room now, and you see down the bottom there appears to be some kind of swarm-like creatures. You're not too sure what they are from here, and then you can see that obviously there's a corridor jutting off towards the east as well.
Okay, and I nod to Zonk at the corridor, and I'm going to take a look at the corner of the corridor.
Okay, I keep in the corner.
So as you go up, yep, you reveal that there is then a corridor heading south along there and a corridor heading north. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just double checking.
Checking which tile arms the trap.
Yeah, blows up the entire of the building.
Which one brings the ceiling down after 10 minutes?
Okay. No, currently you're okay. Nothing else has happened. Is there anything you wish to do as you sort of see this space?
I see the space and I see the others following behind me, and I make that calming gesture because I've got in there all stealthily like, and I reckon I want to get to here.
Yeah. Okay. As you do run forward, you run straight through And panic now.
A nest of bees.
Way worse than that.
What? It was
You run.
hiding in plain
No.
sight.
So you run straight into a gelatinous cube.
Oh,
A gelatinous
oh
cube
my God, no.
is
Oh, no.
Are they the
completely
worst?
invisible to the
What?
naked
An
eye.
invisible gelatinous cube?
They are transparent.
Right,
There's
we're leaving.
no-
Bye. Bye, Brave. Bye. Bye.
So,
Right, leave my character then, right? I'll start. Should I start on a new one
no,
now?
you can survive this. So we now need initiative, please.
Oh,
can we use
invisible
stealth or?
You can use stealth, yes, if you had rolled stealth previously.
26.
21 from Bruce. Zonk was
26.
26. I don't need to change them. Cool. And Andrus.
I'm not. This is for thingy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm with it. 11 plus 6. 17. Yep.
17.
12
Okay,
in
and
total.
Takeo.
12 in total for me.
12. Improvement on last time. And our gelatinous friend. An 18. Fucking hell. Okay. So, first up, we have Zonk. You've seen Bruce walk around the corner and suddenly just seemed to be stuck in this cube that is slowly rolling forward.
I'm going to. It's just a cube of ooze, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to move forward. I'm going to stab it somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Where's it gone? Oh, cool. You'll be happy to know, not something happens. You're thinking of first edition, all the people that have panicked completely. Okay, so I'm glad they changed this. So yeah, go for the strike.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Roll the 14, so that's going to be a 24.
Yep, that hits.
I rolled stealth for initiative, so I could sneak.
Unfortunately, it doesn't affect it.
Okay. So no sneak damage.
No sneak and no critical from this either.
It's 10 points of damage. I rolled max.
Nice. It seems to take all of that damage though.
And since that it's immune to, since I can't get clear hits, I'm going to go retreat.
You get the idea that it was really easy to hit, but yes. After that, we have Bruce. Okay, so Bruce, can you first of all make a fortitude save for me, please?
Yeah, no worries. I've got this. So fortitude. Make it big. 25.
You are not paralysed. So you have two options. You can fight it from the inside, or you can attempt an escape check.
Yeah, so let's look at which is escape. Which one is that?
So you will need to use your
Acrobatics, I think.
athletics.
Yeah. Athletics. Okay, I'm going to try and escape. I don't want to be in this cube. Okay, athletics.
You can attempt an acrobatics instead if you prefer.
It's okay. I've got a 25 on athletics.
Okay, you are free, so you just go floop out of the guy.
Okay. I want to fight it on our terms, so I'm gonna move. And I don't. How far can I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 30, I reckon, to there.
You've got a movement of 25.
Yeah, so that's 25 to there.
Yeah, no, you
I
can.
think
No, that
5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're fine there.
That's fine. And I'm going to say to the others, let's fight it on our terms. Let's fight it in the previous room. And can I find out something about it as my last action? Is that okay?
Yep, it will be an occultism roll.
Right, no, it won't. Well, will it though?
You can only make it if you're trained.
I'm not trained in it. No.
That'd be
So-
my speciality then.
You don't know what's
I
around
don't
the
know
corner
anything
yet.
about this. It was in. I don't know anything about this, and I will. I think. I will make it. Oh, come on. One of my. Was Monster Hunter it?
Yeah.
No, it's all about recalling knowledge, Monster Hunter.
Well,
So, hunting your prey to attempt to check to recall knowledge about your prey, and so I can't because I don't know anything about
One
it.
sec.
So I will instead try. No, not survey wildlife. No, there's nothing I can do. I won't do anything further because I've got my slashing claws primed. That's this. Yeah, that's me for now.
okay. So the cube is then going to begin to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. It is then going to use its melee ability of Cube Face, and I kid you not, that is what it's called. And it is going to strike the first thing on the corner, which is Zonk. And an 18 to hit will miss.
Oh.
That was only a 7. Okay, so that is its turn. After that, we then have Andrus, who's run away. So yeah, one of the things that you might have noticed that is quite a nice change over first edition is not all your weapons melt when you stand inside it, which did make them far more lethal in first edition.
Yeah, because it's like a it's a legendary creature. This, isn't it? It's very well known in the annals of D&D. It's been in this for a long time, hasn't it, Gelatinous Cube?
It is, it's literally like one of the big things, other than sort of, orcs, goblins, any kind of dragon. Yeah. I mean, dragon's in the title of the original predecessor, so you sort of get the impression, yeah. But yeah, no, Gelatinous Cube is the sort of the one that's in most of the jokes and things like that.
Yeah, there's lots of memes about Gelatinous Cubes, aren't there?
Yeah. Otherwise, giants are probably the next biggest sort of thing.
And so this is kind of see-through, but we know because it's wobbling.
Yeah. Now, once you know it's there, you know it's there.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have tendrils or anything. It's just kind of sludgy sludge.
No, it's just a cube of ooze. Right, Andrus, this thing has moved around the corner. It is come up towards you. It's tried to strike out at Zonk. What you gonna do?
Over to you, Andrus.
He's gonna remain
Righty.
silent. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I had to let the dog out and in again.
You know what happens when you don't.
See. So, yeah, exactly. I do not like this thing, so I'm going to. What spells have I got that I can do? Not sure I want to touch it, if I'm honest.
You noticed that it didn't melt all of Bruce's weapons while it was inside it.
Okay, so it's not like 1E. I didn't want to like mess her or anything. Cool, okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up to it.
Yeah.
So go here and cast Chill Touch on it.
Okie dokie. Make an attack roll.
Yep. I got 16 plus 9, 21.
You do hit.
25, sorry.
You do hit. Unfortunately, it's not affected by critical hits.
Okie. Because it's a sludge.
Yeah.
And chill touch is just 2d4 plus 3.
Yeah.
That's a 4 and a 2, so that's 6 plus 3 is 9 in total. So I deal 9. Whether or not it takes 9 is anyone's guess, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it does seem to take all of that. All of that damage goes through. After that, we have Takeo.
I feel like this would have been a good point for one of my bombs, but
Yeah. Really easy to hit these guys.
yeah, I'll just come around the side here.
Yep.
And just hit it.
You can't move through that space. You can get to there. You wouldn't be able to get through that space because it's occupying that corner.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to actually willingly move into the gelatinous cube.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He's baiting you. He's baiting you. Don't do it.
Don't listen to him. He's a criminal.
I got a 14 on that one.
14.
Total.
That will
on
hit.
dice.
That'll hit. So D6 plus 3.
That will be 8 in total.
8 in total. Nice.
I meant that.
Okay, after that, your actions have drawn the attention of a group of creatures down to the south. And a swarm of bats comes flying upwards, and these look vicious. 30 gets
Shit.
there.
Shit.
Oh no.
And they finish underneath Andrus and around Andrus and in between Andrus.
Oh,
Can you...
Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you.
I mean, you're lucky they didn't come up sooner. It's only because you snuck in. They've got very good hearing. So can you make a reflex save for me, please?
Sure, of course I can. I'm not doing anything weird under the table. I'm stroking my dog.
These euphemisms are getting weird.
Yeah. Okay, reflex save. 8 plus 8. 16, so not great.
You're okay. You take 2 points of damage, though.
Oh. Okay, that's not too bad.
Okay. After that, we are then back round to the top with Zonk.
Can I see if the cube is damaged in some form, or?
As much as you can tell that a weird semi-transparent cube is damaged, it appears that sort of there's bits of the cube sort of lying on the floor. There's bits that have been sliced off, cut off in some shape or form that indicate that yes, it has been damaged. It still seems to be quite together though.
Then I'm going to slash away. So the rapier.
Yep.
24.
Yep.
9 points of damage.
Nice. Takes all of that.
And dagger is 16 to hit.
Yep.
That's 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Zonk out.
Run away!
that's good.
Okay. After that, we have Bruce.
Okay, so Bruce is going to do a flurry of attacks, and he's going to do it with his claws.
Yep.
So it's razor sharp claws. So the flurry just reduces the penalty on the second attack, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first attack is a 16,
Yeah.
and I do 6 points of damage.
Nice.
And the second attack, let me just double check that. was only 17 on the second attack.
Yep.
And he'll do 8 points of damage.
Nice. Cool.
Big, nice, love it.
He's looking moderately injured. What would you like to do as your final action?
I reckon it seemed easy to hit, so I'm going to try hit it once more.
For it.
So this is 17 again.
Yep.
Brilliant. So damage is 7 points of damage.
Nice.
That's
Beginning
good.
to look weakened.
Slash on the gelatinous.
Bits
cube.
falling off. It is now, however, going to attempt to engulf you as part of its turn. Can you make a... Just got to check the save, because it doesn't actually tell you what one it is. I'm going to
You
assume...
probably want it to be a reflex save. I mean, looking at from what I know, I reckon reflex save is probably the one we want to do.
Reflex save, yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't
Yeah, it is
engulf, it's
reflex.
2 actions,
So yeah,
and
make
it
a
will
reflex.
work against. Oh yeah, only against.
I got a 31.
You are fine. It does then punch out at your face, which will miss. Okay. After that, it is then Andrus's turn. Standing in the
That was
bats.
lucky. That was in all of that. That was lucky to get away with that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, one thing at a time for me. So once again, I'm going to cast. That would be my tummy. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on this gelatinous cube.
Yep.
So let's do this. So 11 plus plus
you hit.
9 is 20.
You hit.
Cool. Okay. So 2d4 plus 3. 3 and 2 is 5, so 8 damage in total on that one.
Nice. Yep.
And then I'm going to swing at these bats.
Okay. Go for it.
Not sure if I'll be able to hit with my hammer, but we'll give it a go. Offense. So plus 10 to this. I got a nat 20, plus 10 is 30.
Yep, that will critically succeed.
You boy! So it's everything doubled, is it? Plus whatever is the bludgeoning.
You get a +2
Oh,
bonus to all
look
your
at
attack
that.
rolls until the end of your turn. So unfortunately, you don't get any more
Oh, next turn. Next turn.
until the end of your next
turn.
turn. Yes. So cool. So against anything. So there's a win.
Yeah, boy. Okay, so this will be 2d8 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. 7 and 2, so 9. 9? Yes, 9 plus 6. 15 in damage in
Okay.
total.
You notice that not all of that goes through from your weapon damage.
Cool.
It has knocked
Okay.
quite a few bats out of the air, though.
Yeah, I'm just swinging wildly, like.
Yeah.
"Oh."
Takeo.
Now, is the cube flammable?
You can attempt to see if you can set it on fire.
What? I've got some oil and a flint and steel in my kind of inventory of stuff.
To start a fire takes serious amount of time.
Okay. Can I use the fire from up there?
It takes minutes, it's not going to be damaging in that sense. To get a fire big enough to damage it is going to take time.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to move away from the bats. Yeah, then I'll attack.
Yep.
14 on the dice.
Yeah, that hits.
3 on the dice.
Cool. 6 points of damage to it. You have 1 action remaining.
Yeah, I'll do one more then. 17 on the dice.
Yeah, that hits.
5 on the dice.
Cool. It's looking very injured, as much as a weird amorphous cube can. Okay, so
What's he plotting?
it's not plotting. I'm just trying to work out.
Yeah, that's what a plotter would say.
Yeah, that's classic plotting there.
So no,
right
it's
there.
not, because the bats are going to move
Yeah.
forward. This is what I was trying to work out. Are the bats aware of the gelatinous cube? Yes,
Oh,
they
will
would be
they
because it's
activate
moving.
this?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they would be because it's moved.
Yeah.
So they're going to stay there. And can you make another reflex save for me, please, Andrus?
Oh, look at that! Straight out of page 12 of the Masters of Plotting.
It's a great magazine, classic GM publication.
Plotters Weekly.
Plotting an eye.
Plotters Weekly,
Yeah.
yeah.
11 plus 8, 19 in total. For that
Okay,
one.
you're fine. You only take 1 point of damage.
Tell you what, my saves are actually quite good.
Yeah. Can you do it
Reflex,
again, please?
Will and fortitude. What? Yeah, sure. Okay. I rolled an 8 this time, so 8 plus 8 is 16.
Okay, can you do it one more time? You take 1 more damage off that, and then once more, please.
Okay. I rolled 19 that time, plus
Okay,
8
you're
is
fine. So
27.
just 1 more point of damage again, as there's all these bats are just swarming around you. We then back round to Zonk.
I'm going to try to finish off the cube.
Yep.
Well, assuming that it's near death. That might miss 13.
Nope, that hits.
Ha!
It's this big
Nice.
amorphous blob. It's
9 points of damage.
yeah, that is enough to bring the blob to its knees.
Okay. And
Wow.
then I'm going to rush through.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Okay. After that, we then have Bruce.
Okay, so that is down. So Bruce has got the bats all around him. So let's try to let's try and slash at these bats with my claws.
Go for it.
Presuming they're the right sort of height. Oh, natural 1.
Ruh-roh. You drop your weapon. Your hands fall off. Okay. So, you, until healed, you are enfeebled 2.
Yeah, pulled a muscle. Okay, so what do I need to know about enfeebled? Tell me
So,
everything.
you take a status penalty of 2 until you're healed on any strength-based rolls and DCs, including strength-based melee attacks, strength-based damage, and athletics checks. So basically, any melee attack that you do, you take a -2 until healed. Ouch.
Yeah, okay. All right. I can deal with that. Still.
Okay. You've still got actions left. What would you like to do?
Right, sorry, yeah. So I'm going to try with a flurry to do my next attack.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
This is at -5.
Yeah, so this is 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, cool. And that is for a d6 plus 2. No, you don't have the +2 to strength on this roll, so it's just
Not
d6. 6 points of damage. Wowee.
Even with the reduction, that is enough to take it down.
Really? We got the rest of the bats down. Oh, that was lucky.
And you just have Andrus screaming in the middle. Ah!
Yeah. They're in my ears.
Just swinging
I'm
wildly with a
Batman.
warhammer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the origin story for Andrus.
Amazing.
Okay, so
Oh, I was lucky to get out of that.
yeah. So, Zonk straight away runs forward to look around the corner.
More
Into a
bats.
glassless cube.
Yeah, into another one. Oh no, more bats.
And
What's the
straight
problem?
away, as Zonk has run around this corner, these bats come running forward, but also, so does something else.
Oh god.
Oh, come
no.
on.
Oh no.
And we're going to go straight into initiative again, please.
Really?
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Don't run
What
round
about
the corner.
what about healing? Ah,
Too late.
Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, we can do this. Let's fuck them up, boys.
we got this. They're those bats.
I mean,
Loved it.
XP wise, you're doing really well so far. Ooh, you tried to do an initiative on something that's dead. Cool. This is ridiculous. I'm going to tell you now. Those bats have a +10 to their perception, and both times have rolled a natural 1 on their initiatives. So Zonk, what did we get?
Rolled a 19.
I rolled a natural 20 on my initiative, so that's going to be
27,
29.
29. Jesus. I think you're going first. I think we're okay there. Bruce,
I got 20.
20. And Andrus,
Well, I rolled a 19, so +6 is 25.
nice. And Takeo, +6.
8 overall.
8, including the +6. Ouch. I thought it was going to get better, not get worse. Okay, so first up, we strangely enough have Zonk. Who would have thought?
What is this area actually? Is it a cave? Is it?
Sorry, I will describe to you. From a slightly different direction after we went one way and then we've gone the other. This appears to be some kind of collapsed chamber. The floor here is partially collapsed, creating a large chasm. There are, from what you can tell, based on that bit going round and what you can see, the corridor probably is another exit back out of this area. The floor, as well as ground within 5 feet of it, is covered in bat shit, accumulated over the last several centuries of generations of bats. It is quite awful smell like. You get the idea that it is not that stable.
Okay.
Guano sells for quite
And
a
in
lot of money.
fact, can you make a reflex save for me, please?
I rolled a 10, and that's going to be a 22.
You literally jump back from the edge as it crumbles into the 40-foot drop into the chasm.
Lucky. Oh, lucky.
Oh,
So lucky.
Okay.
Wonder how much
What do you
things
wish
in
to
this-
do as your part of your turn?
The bats and the other thing is flying towards me. They are flying
The
towards
bats are flying. The other thing is moving along the ceiling.
me. Oh,
oh.
That's the
I'm
appropriate
going
reaction there.
to. I'm going to move around a bit
Yep.
and sneak here.
Cool.
I roll a 15 on my stealth.
Nice. Okay. So I'll just reveal that area for you. You're sort of out of line of sight of it, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to know you are there. So they're gonna head towards your last known location. Andrus, you've just seen. You have no idea what is on the other side of this place that Zonk has nearly tumbled into, jumped back from, and then legged it in what appears to be abject terror round a corner.
Okay, so I'll obviously have my shield and my hammer out, and I'm going to Oh, will they chase him? Because I imagine they've probably seen him. I'm just going to move to here for now, just ready, and I'm going to put my shield up as well. I'll raise my shield
Okay.
and leave it there.
Yep. 1 second. I've just got to check something. Cool. I need more pieces of paper.
Oh no, I'm dead.
No, not yet. Okay. So
Ooh.
after that, it's then Bruce.
Okay, so right. Where do you go? And I'll move to here, and I will ready an action to move next to Zonk when Zonk has next appears to me.
Okay.
Because I can't see him. I don't know.
Yep.
I know he went down there, but I don't want to go down there.
No, that seems fair. After that, coming round the corner and literally dropping to the ground is this large hulking spider that just drops to the ground and is rather terrifying looking in terms of what it looks like. Let's see if I can just get a description. So this creature in itself almost appears ethereal. It isn't actually ethereal, but it seems both there and not there. It is definitely not an ordinary spider by any means. It literally looks at the three of you presented to it like a very tasty meal. Okay. After that, the bats
Fucking hell, I hate spiders.
are then going to move around as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 60. Can you make a fortitude save for me, please?
Oh no, fortitude save.
Yep.
I rolled an 18, so that can't be that bad.
You've got to save. You got to fail one eventually. You're just spoiling all my fun.
Never.
2 points of damage.
Fortitude,
Yes. Managed to do extra damage.
These saves have literally kept me alive.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep rolling them.
Yeah, it's sort of kept you a little bit more alive than you would be. After that, we have Takeo. You've seen this horrifying spider drop from the ceiling. You've seen this bat swarm come round the corner. What do you do?
You're muted. See.
Zeke, you are silent.
Okay, so should use the methane from the guano. I think I'm gonna kind of continue downwards towards Zonk.
Yep. Okay, and at that point, we have a friend that enters the fray.
No way. No actual way.
Oh no, please.
Because as a result of... I've already rolled its initiative, which is much better than that.
No, you joker. That's not.
Oh,
No, not another 2.
So, Zonk, you get the idea of some kind of presence approaching. You have no idea of this yet. What you do? You can, from the corner where you are, you can see this vampire bat swarm again engulfing Andrus.
They just love me.
So I'm going to run back.
Yep.
No, that's not true. I'm not going to run back. I'm going to stealth sneak back, keeping my back against the wall.
Yep.
And check for the terror that is the spider.
Okay. You are visible to the vampire bats, though. They are going to see you.
They are going to see me. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stab at the bat. Stabby
Go
stab.
for it.
Swipe, swipe, swipe left. Yeah, 25 to hit. So, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a form.
It, they're not immune to crits though, so there's a
Oh,
small
is it
win.
is it the crits?
It is, yes.
Oh, nice. So
I'll get rid of the weird
16.
extra random black on the screen.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh yeah.
it's that piercing effect again.
25 points of damage.
25 points. They don't take the oh, that wasn't sneak attack, so that's fine. 25. Yeah, that's enough to kill them anyway, so let's not worry about that. Even though they
Nice.
have severe resistance to your piercing weapon, you manage to literally shish kebab every single bat on one thing.
I have like 4 bats on my rapier.
Yeah, you have more bats than there is space.
Nice.
However, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Hi, thank you.
30, 35, 40. Hi, Takeo. That is the cube's turn as this thing comes around the corner. Again, something you've just witnessed. You're feeling a little bit surrounded at this point.
Oh no.
After that is then Andrus, and sort of you're happy again that you are no longer encircled by these bats, but you can see behind you and in front of you 2 rather horrifying creatures.
Okay. I will turn to Zonk, and I shall say, Zank, you've got this one. And I'm going to run past him to the slime.
I don't know if Zonk agrees, but yeah, fair enough.
Oh wait, did you say it's ethereal? That thing's ethereal, isn't it?
It seems
Appears to be.
yeah. It's definitely not a normal spider.
Actually, instead of that, because I think they're going to need me for this, I will shout to Takeo. I'll be like, "Please come this way, lure it this way," in a bid for him to get away from it and buy us time to fight this thing before that thing, and then I'll charge into the spider.
Cool. You move forward.
I wonder if I can go. How far can I move?
25 foot per action, I think you've got.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, 25 foot.
Okay. So could I get there?
You could if it was a straight line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would get you to there.
There, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's good enough for me. Trying to get into a kind of flanking position, but I'm not quite there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna have to do. And then on my next turn, maybe I'll move around and then we can get some flanking action going.
Cool.
As I do that, I will. So that's one turn, one action. I will call to the god claw again, using a focus point. And then I'm just going to strike this thing down.
Go for it.
Ah! So I keep forgetting. I think I'm plus 10, aren't I? I'll be plus 11 because I've just called out using a focus point. So 11 plus 11 is 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Okay. So it's 1d8 plus 3 plus a d6 of damage. Oh no, it's 2d8 because I've called out. Right, okay. Yep. And that's 4 plus 7 and 4, so 11 plus 15 damage in total.
Nice.
4 coming from the thingy.
We then have Bruce.
Right, okay, so Bruce is going to... does this offer flanking? Or is that not quite happening? Yeah, it does. Yeah, so move up to there, and then I'm going to slash at it with my claws. So let's go for a flurry of claws. Oh dear, that's only 14.
That will miss, I'm afraid.
Okay, and but let's try again. So this is oh no, that's 11. That's just as bad a roll. Yeah, that was 11 for the second one.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not a critical fail then. Oh, it is. You've got it here, of course. Yeah.
So you can't use the weapon you just used until the end of your next turn.
Oh crap. Okay. What it might be a critical fail. That's a 4 both times on the dice. That's the worst I've rolled tonight.
Up until now everyone's rolled really well. It is then the spider's turn. And first of all, it is going to fire out with its fangs at Andrus, as it is literally just cracked it through one of its legs. No, we're not, because that dice is down on the floor. With a 23 to hit. Cool. Okay, so I need you to make a fortitude save, please.
Here we go. I'm going to make it again. Are you ready? You ready? Right, +7. I'm rolling the dice. It's going to be made. I'm calling it now. Calling it. I rolled a 5. So,
Okay.
13.
So, on top of the 14 points of damage, you then feel this venom begin to infect your body.
Oh no. Okay.
Obviously, with a
horrible.
flat check, you can attempt at the end of each of your turns to remove that condition. It also, as a free action, attempts to grab you.
Oh no, I'm looking pretty shit, by the way, guys.
What is your fortitude is a 7, isn't it? Your bonus.
Yes, +7.
Oh, what's your yeah, it's fortitude for not reflex, isn't it, Claudio? For
Yes.
grab. Yeah. So that fails by 1. It then turns to strike on the other side. That will miss with a 18 against you, and then the last one it's going to come against Andrus. So that is -10, so that's a 20, so that will miss. You then notice it shimmer and seem to appearingly disappear from view.
Oh, come on.
It appears as though it has left the material plane.
What the fuck? Oh, thank God for that. Small blessings.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, we then have Takeo. You are face to face with a gelatinous cube on your own.
To about and yeah, I'll just wait then.
Okay. I mean, you can hit it first and then run away.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, you can hit it twice and then run away.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Go for it.
Yeah, 3 on the first one.
So that will hit with your +10.
Okay. That's the 3 on the dice.
Okay, 6 points of damage from the +6 for your bonus. Okay. Do you want to attack again?
And a 9 on the second one.
9 on the dice.
Yeah, on the dice.
Cool, so that's enough to hit. So that's a 14.
5 on the dice.
How much, sorry?
5.
Okay, so that's another 8 points of damage you deal to this gelatinous cube, and then you book it to move backwards. After that, we have Zonk.
I'm going to... Yeah, Zong is freaking out, so he's going to call for a retreat. And he's going to try to squirm through these...
Yeah, you can move through them normally. It's only if you're large
Okay.
that they are a challenge.
Okay, and I'm going to stand there to maybe behind the corner.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out.
You still have an action remaining.
I
Going to use the cry action.
I use a cry action.
Okay. After that, we then have the cube. 15, 5, 10. Da, 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 da. It takes a strike at you with a total of a 25 to hit Takeo. Can you make a fortitude save for me, please? So it's a d20 plus 10.
Okay, that's I got 15 dice. So that's
Okay, so you're not paralysed. But you do take 2 points of damage. Okay, that is its turn as it moves really slowly. We then have Andros. You've heard the call for the retreat from Zonk.
Cool, excellent. So my plan to get it over here has worked. Zonk wants to retreat. How am I looking? I'm looking pretty worse for wear at this stage, to be honest with you. Oh, I need to make a fortitude save, don't I? Because I was poisoned.
You need to make a flat check at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn. Okie dokie. Okay. 18 hit points. Okay, a little below half. I'll say, move backwards. I'll get the rear guard,
crap.
and I'll
No,
run towards it.
I've done that wrong. Sorry.
Right?
Yeah. So, in terms of reading this right, there are 3 stages, Claudio. It's based on the level of the creature. So would it go straight to the stage of its level? So when a creature is exposed to a monster's poison, it attempts a fortitude save to avoid becoming poisoned. The level of a poison is the level of the monster inflicting the poison.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know those rules really. But doesn't the poison ability of the creature have an entry?
No. It just has the save throw and then the different stages, but it doesn't tell you which one it starts on. So I assume, yeah, this is where it's a bit random.
Well, if you fail your initial save, you are at stage 1.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what I thought. I just then reread poison and I was like, what? So that's fine. So yeah, you can make a flat check at the end of this. But as at the start of your turn, Andros, you take 5 points of poison damage.
Okie dokie, yep.
You are now clumsy 1. So you take a penalty of 1 to all dex-based skills, DCs, AC, reflex, ranged attacks, and skill checks that involve acrobatics, stealth, or thievery.
Okie dokie. If that's the case, then I won't go where I was. I will. I will also run because I do not want to
There we
fight.
go. So if you critically fail, you go straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I also call for a retreat, and I move to here.
Okay.
Because I am looking like shit.
Okay, and the stage normally has an interval, like 1 round or 1 day or something like that. And after that time, he has to do a new saving throw.
Cool. Yeah, it does
on
have that.
success,
That's
you
fine.
reduce the stage.
Can you do a saving throw for me, please? It is 1 round.
Yeah.
Need a fortitude save from Luke.
Yes. I got. You might not believe it. I got a natural 20 with my 7. I've rolled absolutely amazingly
You
tonight.
appear to have
May I just
fought
add?
off the effects of this poison.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's good. you.
Thank God.
Okay. So, what else do you wish to do? Because you've moved. Is there anything else you want to do? Sorry.
Yeah.
You've literally used an action.
Yeah. I can't. I can only do like one movement, can't I? So I'm
No, you
just
can
gonna
do
stay there for
3 movements.
Oh,
It's
they
a
just
second
cost
edition.
another action, and
Yeah.
Okay.
You
No,
can
I'm
either
going to
mo-
stay here because I'm going
Yep.
to make sure these guys get out
Okay,
before
so
I
do you want to ready an action if anything comes near you? You strike it with your warhammer.
Sure. If I raise my shield and then get ready, is
Okay,
that
you can't do both. Raise the
Can't
shield
do
one
both?
action, so you could literally
Cool.
raise your shield.
cool? Yeah,
Or
I will
strike.
raise my shield.
Cool.
Yeah,
After that, we have
Bruce.
Bruce.
Right. Okay. I think a retreat is in order. Crikey. So I will. Yeah, I'll go to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gets me next to Zonk. That's 2 moves to get me there.
Yep.
And get me there, and I'll draw my longbow at this point.
Cool. Okay. After that, we then have the creature.
Isn't it my turn or?
Oh, no, the creature's before you. You just can't see it because it's hidden.
Oh.
So, it moves. It then appears directly in front of you. And then it goes to strike you.
Bastard!
With a 27 to hit.
Ah, bastard!
Can you make a few fortitude save for me, please, as well?
Oh no. Okay.
Good.
Oh, here we go. I've been rolling well. I've been rolling fire on my saves, except for one. I rolled a 14 plus 7, 21.
Unfortunately, you are affected again by the poison.
No!
You take 15 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh dear.
I'm down.
And it picks you up.
Oh no! I'm gonna get turned into spider food.
And we're going to stop there, as it has gone 11 o'clock.
Oh.
For a bit of a cliffhanger. And to give Luke a
that's a
chance to,
cliffhanger.
come up with a new character.
Yeah. Oh, what a good session that was tonight, hey? That was brilliant.
It was
Yeah, it was a
brutal.
really good session. It was really good tactics today.
Fought better than we've ever fought in this one, haven't we? Better.
They're much more
we're
tactics.
getting
So
used to it.
just very quickly, I'm going to work out how much XP, because it's quite a bit. It's not enough to level up, I don't think, but another 20. So far you've accrued a total of 100. And the gargoyles. Oh, nearly forgot those. That would have been awful. So 60, 140, 230 XP so far.
Oh, nice.
So a nice solid amount, which brings you to a current total of 530 XP.
Nice.
So you're halfway to level 5. But 3/4 of the way to dead. So
Yeah. On the topic of tactics, I seem a little encircled here.
yeah, things look bad for you in the next one.
I like it. It's a good cliffhanger. That's a really good one.
Yes, I agree. Definitely.
Right, I must get
No,
some.
absolutely. It
rest.
is now
Yeah,
11
thanks
o'clock.
every-
So
thanks
that
everyone.
was thanks for playing a bit later.
That's all right.
And again, obviously 2 weeks from today, which will be the 1st of March. Nearly said the 29th of February, which would have been impressive. But yeah, that was good fun. It is terrifying trying not to kill you all, especially the switch from the gargoyles, which was a challenge, to the guys in the corridor, which were just like cannon fodder, to now this, where we've triggered several different events.
It's been go, hasn't it? Like one from another.
It's a dungeon, yeah. But yeah, right.
Okay.
Cheers
Looking
all.
forward
It's been
to
good
next
fun.
Great game. Great session.
And
Thanks.
see you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you all soon. Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. So, yeah, I'm quite terrified at the result at the end of this session. It has been great fun. I do love a gelatinous cube. Who doesn't? The ether spider is horrifyingly lethal, and again, we have a split party across 2 different rooms. And again, what they don't realise is that the spider can move quite freely when it is not on the material plane. So that should be interesting, although who knows what happens when a ether spider and a gelatinous cube say hello. So I think again next time it is going to be quite a nail biting experience. And thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and again it's at Cursed Dice PC. PC, trying to talk at this time of night is difficult. On Twitter, there is the email address at the bottom there, and yeah, it's on Spotify, iTunes, and sounder.fm, where it is hosted as a podcast and will appear on the Cursed Dice podcast YouTube channel as well as